These bad dance make it hurt. These bad dance make it hurt. These bad dance make it hurt. These bad dance make it hurt.
From Salem, Utah, it is your ESPN 960 Game of the Week. It is Salem Hills and Timpanogos. Jordan Vianucci alongside Martin Kelly. We are going to have a good one tonight, Martin, and we are going to take a short break here for the national anthem and come back with the kickoff, and we'll be ready to go.
Let's do it. Rock and roll.
So we'll be back after this.
PostNet, we offer quality printing, packing, and shipping services, but we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by one of our Utah PostNet locations today. You'll be greeted with a friendly attitude, experienced professionals, and the very best service. When you need it done right, get into PostNet in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, and West Valley City, and let them design and print your next project, ship a package, and so much more. Find us at postnet.com.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At Real Life, use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Right.
Small businesses, community advocates, and neighbors make up the fabric of our community. As a small business ourselves, PostNet gets to know our neighbors, and we work together to achieve success. We offer quality design, printing, packing, and shipping, but we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we've forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by PostNet today in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, or West Valley City to print your next project or ship a package. Find us at postnet.
Niamatalolo, the head coach of the San Jose State Spartans. I want to go back to 2015 where it was widely reported that you were in the running to become the head coach at BYU.
I wasn't looking to go anywhere. I was happy. You know, I've been in this profession long enough that the grass wasn't always greener. But when the BYU opportunity came, it was different. Just being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, it was different. So I knew that I wanted to take a look at it. The people there were awesome. You know, but in the end, you know, it had to work out for both sides. You know, from their side and from my side. Ultimately, it didn't work out, but it worked out for the best. Kalani's doing an awesome job. Kalani's a good friend of mine. And like I said, I'm a spiritual person. I just believe that the Lord has a way of working things out. And it worked out for the best for both of us, you know, for them and at BYU with Kalani and for me and my family.
To find out what was said next, download the Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson podcast anywhere you get your podcasts.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
ESPN 960 just got better. You can now listen to ESPN 960 up and down the entire Wasatch Front on the 105.1 HD2 dial. Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson, Cougar Sports with Ben Criddle, Kalani Sitaki, and BYU football, Todd Phillips and Utah Valley basketball, even Major League Baseball and NBA hoops. All of your favorite shows and events are now available on HD Radio. Utah County Sports Station is now ESPN 960. And
Hills, where the Skyhawks are getting set to take on the Timpanogos Timberwolves. They're having the coin toss, the meeting at midfield right now. I'm Jordan Vianucci alongside Martin Kelly. And Martin, Timpanogos, they have a spot secured in the playoffs. They're looking for that first-round bye. Salem Hills, meanwhile, they're looking to host a game in the playoffs, and it should be a really good one tonight.
It should be a really good one. You're right about that one, Jordan. This is going to be a matchup between one team that likes to throw the football all over the place. Timpanogos likes to throw it. No game this season, Jordan, have they thrown less than 20 attempts, and they have not thrown for less than 260 yards. Salem Hill, on the other hand, that's an offensive, balanced type system. About 150 yards on the ground, about 190 yards on the air. They like to just mix and mingle right there. You mentioned it. Timpanogos is in the playoffs. Salem Hill trying to get that record so that they can host a playoff game, because that's so important, Jordan. If you got to go on the road, it is so much harder to win in the playoffs versus at home. You have the home crowd, you have the home environment, you have your own bed, versus you have to get up and you have to travel. That's just very big, and this is going to be a good one between both of these teams.
Well, you're absolutely right. And, you know, the last game we did with Timpanogos, that quarterback that likes to throw the ball, Andrew Hill, said he was injured in the fourth quarter in a loss to Provo, and he's going to be a starter tonight. We spoke to the head coach, Austin Heaps, or rather one of the coaching staff, I should say, before the game, and he's good to go. And he's out there at midfield.
Yes, he is.
And, yeah, he looks healthy.
He does look healthy, and we were watching him earlier as he was warming up. He's got some, like tough, little rib pads around him. They're pretty big. They're probably trying to protect him as much as they can. He's got a big arm. We're going to see what he does. He's not this style, Jordan, that is almost like Matthew Stafford, that swing side style, Patrick Mahomes style. Let's see what he can do today. They have a great group of wide receivers. Graff, the senior wide receiver, is going to be a big-time receptionist and a target tonight. So look for that for Salem Hill to try to shut that down and force Timpanogos to run the ball.
Absolutely. And going back to Hillstead, he's a big guy, too, and so sometimes they will run him. And, man, he can take on the linebackers with the best of them. It'll be Salem Hills to kick it off and Timpanogos to get the ball right out of the gates here. So we will see Andrew Hillstead and that offense. The special Thursday night edition of your ESPN 960 Game of the Week. We're also streaming on YouTube. A pleasure to be with you. And it looks like it's going to be Porter Dinkins to kick it away for Salem Hills on senior night here at Skyhawk Stadium.
The kickoff for the Skyhawk.
Yeah, you mentioned senior night. I think about 16 seniors were honored tonight. So congratulations to all those seniors and their accomplishments here at Salem Hill.
So Dinkins, the right-footed kicker,
Innocent Jones,
ready to go. Harvey back to receive. The kick is going to bounce at the 10. A high hop, fielded at the 5. Brought out to the 15, where he's met right away by the Salem Hills special teams unit. And some not-so-good field position for Timpanogos here to start things off.
Yeah, he was taken down by number 42 from Salem Hill there, and that is Levi Barnum, and he was right there with the tackle. Nice job on the coverage there for Salem Hill to get him inside the 20, not let him get outside to the 30.
So here comes Hillstead and the offense. Timpanogos 6-2 on the year, 3-1 in region play. Salem Hills 4-4, 2-3 in region play. In the shotgun, Hillstead with a man on his left hip. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Brings a man in motion. A give on the right side, and maybe getting 3 or 4 is the back before he's wrestled down. That is Blake Kilpatrick, I beg your pardon, Riker. That's Gabe Graff, I beg your pardon, on the carry.
Gabe Graff, and a little no huddle here by Timpanogos.
Trips left, shotgun snap, back to pass. Hillstead throws left and caught near the 30. What a catch by Kyle LaPrey.
Yeah, good little back shoulder throw there as Timpanogos is going to continue this no huddle offense.
Yeah, first down. So spotted at the 29.
Back-to-back first downs.
And just a reminder, the clock on our YouTube stream, not official. 11:31 to play and rolling. Now a give up the middle and taken down for a loss. That's Gabe Graff in the backfield. So brings up a 2nd and long.
Actually, that's Hudson Woodbury, number 3.
The senior.
At about the 27-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 12 for the Timberwolves.
2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Ball at the 27. 2nd and 12. Back to pass. He steps up in the pocket, looking over the middle, and it is off the hands of his intended receiver and incomplete.
It's intended for number 9.
He wanted McCann there.
Yeah, it was right across the middle of the field. Third down and long here for Timpanogos. They were trying to get a little quick in route to try to gain some of the yardage back to get to the first down. Just a little bit ahead of the Hillstead right there. It's got to work on the timing.
3 wide receivers to the left, 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap to Hillstead, back to pass, plenty of time, now under pressure, backpedaling, he drops it off to a man underneath. He is taken down immediately after maybe a 4 or 5 yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down, and Timpanogos is going to punt it away.
Nice job here by Salem Hill. After giving up the first down, it looked like maybe Timpanogos was going to get on their little no-huddle offensive momentum run here, and Salem Hill came up with a huge stop on 2nd down to force the ball back, then 3rd down and incompletion, and 4th down only allowing 5 yards. Nice job there by Salem Hill to get their defense off the field.
Parker Harvey will punt it away. A line drive kick going to be fielded at about the 35 and taken down immediately at the 37 by Dash McCann. Little working both ways. That's where the Salem Hills offense will get things started tonight. 10:24 to play here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Salem Hills punt returner Peyton Higgelson just couldn't get on the outside of the numbers there. Got tackled right away after about a 3 or 4 yard gain there. But still, good field position here for Salem Hill, Jordan. They're at the 34 yard line, just outside, the 36 yard line, just outside the 40s on the left hash here. Good spot for them to try to get some momentum here.
Thanks.
Absolutely. So 0-0 game just underway. If you're just joining us, Salem Hills and Timpanogos.
Timpanogos players are having a little struggle with their helmets. Number 44 for them.
Jedi Nelson, the senior in the gun, trips right. 1 back on his right hip. 3 down lineman for Timpanogos. He's going to roll right. Plenty of time, throws underneath. It is caught at the line of scrimmage, trying to break 1 tackle, but unable to do so.
Yeah, and that's Ryder Hales as the quarterback on that play for Salem Hill. Hillstead is standing on the sideline here as he's standing right in front of us. And now they're going to put in the other backup quarterback, and that looks like
2nd and 10 for the Scout.
I think it's still number 12 as quarterback for Salem Hill.
Takes the snap, we give up the middle, some room to run up to the 45 yard line and tripped up. It's going to be close, but sort of a first down. So it's been short here for Salem Hills.
Yeah, Salem Hills going to have to work hard for this 3rd down and about 2, it looks. Wet with a little speed option play here. Timpanogos tried to bring in a free safety out on a little blitz late, but couldn't get the tackle. So 3rd down and 1, and it's still their backup quarterback in.
3rd and 1.
Yeah, they're right. That is Ryder Hills, number 12.
Jay doesn't look totally hurt. He just looks like he's having fun on the sideline.
So they'll go under center. Snap, play action fake, rolling to his left, has a man underneath, completed for a first down, now to the 50, 45, up to the 40, and knocked out of bounds is Fusselman. So first down, Salem Hills.
Tragan Fusselman is going to be the number 1 target here for Salem Hill. He has the most receptions and the most yardage out of any wide receiver on the Salem Hill team. Nice little draw there, spin around, reverse play, get him in the tight end position, have him come out on the flat, receive that play. Really smart play here by Salem Hill. They're not keeping their quarterback in the pocket. They're getting him to roll out and throw the football.
Mentioned it, Ryder Hale's not a big guy, but a lot of speed, obviously. So ball at the 38. Shotgun snap, give it up the middle, and taken down after maybe a gain of 1, and the ball is out. Who's got it? Timpanogos says they have it. The officials have not ruled yet. Working that pile, it is Timpanogos football.
Yeah, that was number 35 for Timpanogos there. He came on the late blitz, and that was the 2nd time he came with the late blitz, and that's Tristan Tuafaye, and he came on the blitz. He was lined up as the DB, came very late. The speed option play was coming back. He saw it, he read it, he punched the ball out, and he got his team another opportunity to get the ball back. Great job there by him on that play right there.
And if you're Salem Hills, you just can't have that tonight against a good Timpanogos team. So they turn it over.
Especially in this area, Jordan. If you're inside the 40, you have to take advantage of these field positions.
Timpanogos with the ball at their own 37. Here comes Hillstead and the offense. No score, 8:10 to play in quarter number one. Hillstead in the shotgun. Two wide receivers to the left. Back to pass on first down. Steps up in the pocket. Under pressure. He's going to be sacked and taken down back at the 37 or 36-yard line.
Back to pass. Gets flushed out of the pocket by number.
And that's number 71, Zyler Frey, the defensive end and guard junior here for Timpanogos. Great job by him to beat the double team, work his way on the outside, get there by Hillstead, drag him down to the ground, and force a second down and long.
Ball at the 32 now, 2nd and 15. Shotgun snap, a give up the middle, trying to break it out to the outside as the back. He cuts back in at the hash and maybe gets a couple back, maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. On the carry, that was
Dash McCann.
Right side gets brought down by that Skyhawk deep. Gets spotted at the.
So 3rd and about 10.
Brings up 3rd and 10 for the Timberwolves.
Two wide receivers to each side, ball on the right hash. Shotgun snap. Hillstead back to pass, looking a lot of time. Lofts one over the middle, but he overshot his intended man. That was Mauka that he was looking for. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And once again, Timpanogos will punt it away, and they're unable to take advantage of the takeaway.
Yeah, they weren't able to take advantage of that turnover there. They were only able to get about maybe a yard or two. Had the sack there and forced them back. Both of these defenses so far throwing out these cover one high safety looks. They're not trying to do anything too specific. Let's see what Salem Hill can do on offense. Let's see if the quarterback comes back.
Take Bills back to receive. It's a really short punt, though. It's going to land at the 47 and take a Timpanogos bounce to the 44. So not a good punt, and Salem Hills will have excellent field position.
I can tell you that. That's special teams coach on Monday morning when they watch that tape. Going to be like, that's a bad ball right there.
And he ain't going to wait until Monday. You may tell him tonight.
He's telling him right now, but once he sees it on the film, he's going to play it back a couple times going, see, you didn't do it right. See, you didn't do it right.
So they're going to spot it at the 45.
And it's still Hayes at quarterback here for Salem Hill.
Yep. Two wide receivers split to each side. Hale's in the gun. One back beside him. Brings a man in motion. So 3 wide receivers to the right. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle, and a gain of 3 or 4 for Salem Hills. On the carry, that was Reagan
Presselman. It's brought down by number 52, River Peterson.
2nd and 7, spotted at the 48. On a warm October night in Salem.
Salem's going to need a big play here. They've been able to do it with these speed rollout plays here with Hayes last drive here, but they need a big 20-yard play here. Get Timpanogos back on their heels and force them in an uncomfortable position.
2nd and 7. Hale's back to pass. Looking for a little out, and he completes the ball at the 48-yard line. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 6 or so.
He took the safe route there. He took the 5-yard out right there. I understand that. I wish he would have waited just for a second because he had the 10-yard post come in very late. He would have had the first down.
Yeah, and Hale's getting the start this week because Jedi Nelson was injured last week. So
Hale's still a little hurt.
Yeah, thrust into action here.
It looks like Nelson is giving signals, so he's helping out the coaching staff. Good on him.
Hale's at 5'9", 180-pound junior. Looking at a 3rd and 6, 5:49 and ticking here in quarter number 1. No score. Salem Hills at Timpanogos. Shotgun snap, back to pass. Plenty of time. Has a man over the middle, and he was wide open, but he threw it behind him, incomplete.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that he's going to want back. He had to, just give himself another 2 seconds in that pocket, get the feet right, and he could have made that throw ahead of him. Instead, he went behind him. It would have been a first down. So far, these two teams are trading punts.
4th and 6 at midfield. They're going to punt it away here. It's going to be Peyton Higginson back to receive for Timpanogos.
Back to receive, looks like number 4, Robbie.
As Porter Dinkins kicks it away. And I say Higginson, I beg your pardon, Thorup
Another short punt.
Short punt. It's going to drop at the 26 and take a nice Salem Hills bounce inside the 20 and roll all the way down to the 10-yard line. Wow.
You know, Jordan, just like the other play, I said that the special teams coach is going to get mad about that punt. That special teams coach for Salem Hills is going to be like, that's a good play, and that will get you special teams player of the week.
Absolutely. So Timpanogos backed up inside their own 10. 5:24 to play in the first quarter. No score. We've had a few punts. We've had a fumble.
A sack? Not so much, not too big on the offensive side of the ball yet.
Trips left the empty backfield. Shotgun snap. Hillstead looking to pass. Has a man on the left sideline, and he overthrew him. He wanted Jamison Jones.
That number 6.
Yeah, they're trying to go with another back shoulder pass. They threw it on the first drive. They were able to get that for a first down. This time just didn't work on the right side.
Now 2 wide receivers stacked to the left. Shotgun snap with the back. Hands it to him. He's going to run up the middle for 3 or 4. Work his way to the 15. So give him 5. Brings up a 3rd and 5 to go. On the carry, that was Dash McCann.
Yeah, and they ran that play again. They ran it on their first drive, and it was almost about the same result.
They hurry up. 2 wide receivers split to each side. Shotgun snap. Play fake, a little out pattern. He had his man and he dropped it. He would have been near the first down as Kevita Munga had it in his hands, couldn't hold on, and once again, Timpanogos will punt it away.
Yeah, it's just early. I think it's early jitters, Jordan. I don't understand it really, but teams are dropping balls. Teams are not fulfilling on the run patterns and trying to get the right blocks. And right now, it's just a punt fest. That's really how it's true.
So here we go. He'll punt it away from his 2. Good snap. The punt is away, and it's a short one. Going to be popped up and fielded at the 35. And he takes it inside the 30, has some room down inside the 20, or near the 20, at the 21.
Taken by number 25, that's Ben Stanley.
Nice job by Ben Staley. That was a risky play. Pump that in traffic.
That was. And I was about to say before that play started, Jordan, I have not seen 2 punt returners on the field at one point. I've seen it on a kickoff return, but that was a smart play there, and that was a smart setup right there. He caught it on the hop, got it on the bounce, ran forward. Nobody was ready to tackle him. He was able to get an extra 15 yards on that punt return. Very, very nice play there. Very nice draw design there by the special teams.
4:44 to play in the first quarter. Salem Hills trying to get on the board here. No score.
Salem's going to come out in the pistol.
Ryder Hills, as mentioned in the pistol, trips right, ball on the left hash. He takes the snap, gives it to the back, and he's going to work his way up towards the 20. Not much doing, though.
And up goes to number 11.
That was Busselman again on the carry.
So I mentioned it in the pregame real quick, Jordan, that Salem Hill likes to be a balanced team. They got about 140 on the ground. They got about 190 per game through the air. Right now, they're being forced to throw the ball a little bit more than they want to because the running game would complement the passing game. And Timpanogos' front line is doing a very good job in forcing these short little run patterns. They have not been able to get a big yard run tonight so far. Let's see if Salem Hill can draw up a different design play to try to get the running game going.
2nd down and 9 to go from the 21. Hales in the gun. 3 wide receivers to the right. Back to pass. Looking out right, and it is picked off. It's back to the 30, 40, 50. He may go all the way. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Timpanogos. A pick 6. He went 80 yards.
That's number 4 for Timpanogos, and that is Robbie Parsons.
Robbie Parsons.
And
we're looking for possibly a unsportsmanlike penalty.
No flags.
Threw up the peace sign on the way down there, had a little style. No flags, though. What a play, and what a turn of events.
Yeah, I read that play as exactly as Parsons did. He faked the handoff, was trying to throw it out to the flat pattern right there on the right-hand side. Parsons read it all the way, jumped in front of it, ran all the way down the sideline, gave the little peace sign in action there. No flags for the unsportsmanlike conduct. I like that, though, but it is what it is. Nice job by Timpanogos. Sideline warning was given.
So here's the PAT. Snap is good. It is down. Kicks up, and there's a flag. No,
Penalty marker snap.
the kick was good, but there is a flag on the play. We'll see what it is.
Might be on the defense for trying to jump on top of the lineman here or something. They've been trying to eliminate that from football a little bit over the years.
Timpanogos is acting like it's on Salem Hills, so it should be 7-0 here as we wait to get the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the snappers on the defense.
Yep.
The try is good, but this is catch on the kickoff.
So a roughing the snapper call, and that'll affect the kickoff. So 7-0 Timpanogos on the pick six.
And I believe those are 10-yard penalties, so I think from the 35 to the 45 they'll be kicking, Jordan.
That's it play. Folks, if you haven't smelled any of the hamster stream tonight, head on down to the concession stand. Get them fresh while they last. Harry, all right.
Robbie Parsons, the senior, broke on that little out, and
I mean, it was as easy as you could ever read it. It was like, just give it to him. It was just, it was ready for him. And honestly, good on him to stay in that head and keep running down the sideline to score.
Well, yeah, I mean, Ryder Hells, he was throwing that from the far left hash. You have a heck of an arm to make that throw. It just didn't get there.
No, and you know, he tried to float it up just a little bit. It wasn't a pistol bullet type throw, you know, straight at him. To elevate it just enough was enough for Parsons.
Harvey going to kick it off from the 45. He's going to kick it out of the back of the end zone. And Salem Hills will start at 20, at the 20-yard line where your Skyhawks start. As a reminder, from powerful compact tractors and loaders to versatile excavators, always your Friday night, or rather Thursday night this week, game of the week, presented by Intermountain Bobcat. They bring you unmatched performance and reliability to get the job done. Visit your Intermountain Bobcat dealership today, located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake. Intermountain Bobcat, helping homeowners and contractors conquer their projects since 1995.
And Salem's going to stick with Hates. So he'll come back here. This time, just like in the third down situation, they're going to line up under center.
So Hell's under center, two wide receivers split to the right.
A little late blitz here by Timpanogos.
Takes the snap, the give is to the back, and he's going to be met right away at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, both linebackers were showing they were going to come, and he had no choice but to hand it off. It was probably just a design play to say, hand it off to the running back.
So get back to the line of scrimmage for a 2nd and 10. 3:31 to play. Another reminder, our clock on the stream, not official. Salem Hills content to huddle up and try to keep that Timpanogos offense off the field. Meanwhile, Timpanogos going to, conversely, they go fast, Martin.
They do go fast. They have a no-huddle style. They're saying to themselves, we're just going to throw in a bunch of signals, and hopefully it works.
So Ryder Hales in the gun. Two wide receivers split to each side. Timpanogos brings 4. Back to pass. Stepping up in the pocket. Flushed out to the right. He's going to run. Makes one man miss. Up to the 25. Up to the 30 and knocked out of bounds. He has a first down, and he's going to get 15 more with a late hit out of bounds.
Yeah, good try there by Timpanogos defense to try to force him out of bounds before he tried to hit the sideline and run it up. But it's just a little tad late with the hit right there. 15 yards will be added. It looks like he's out at about the 35. So that ball's going to be at the 50-yard line.
No call yet. The official's still talking about it.
But good job by Hates to scramble outside the pocket, notice the pressure, run, make one man miss, and force someone to hit him out of bounds to get an extra 15 yards. Good play by the quarterback.
We're going to walk this one off, move them all the way up to their own 49-yard line.
49
First and 10, Salem Hills trailing 7-0. So Hales in the shotgun after the big run. He's okay. One back to his right, trips left. Ball on the left hash. Timpanogos with 3 down linemen. Shotgun snap, give it to the back. He's going to bull one man over, make his way down toward the 47, where he's wrestled down.
And Timpanogos keeps with these late blitzes, Jordan. They keep having to line up as a DB, and then as soon as they see that the quarterback is ready, they have him come right back inside the line, get ready to blitz inside. And these blitz insides are forcing Salem Hill that their running game is having to crash down early and not get the yardage that they want, which is why they're trying to throw the ball a lot.
Spot him at the 48. 2nd and 7. They let that play clock tick all the way down to 10 until they break the huddle. Play clock at 7.
Not too much time to read a defense.
Hale's in the gun, trips left. Play clock down to 2. He takes the snap, back to pass. Quick throw out to his left, and it was...
Almost intercepted again, it looked like.
It was caught, though, just short of the first down. Going to bring up a 3rd and short.
And why I said that was there was 3 DBs from Timpanogos right in the area, and I could have sworn I saw one of them pick the ball off. Great catch there by Salem Hill to try to get close to a first down here. Let's see if they can convert on this 3rd down.
Well, it was a very similar throw, Martin, to that out that was picked off earlier by Parsons. Instead, somehow they connect, and now it brings up a 3rd and 2. Ball at the 43.
Only benefit is that they're on the right hash, not the left hash.
2 wide receivers split to the left. Under center. Takes the snap. The give up the middle, and a fumble. Ball's out again. Who's got it? Timpanogos has the football.
Fumble on the play.
Again, and Salem Hills turns the ball over.
And once again, I'm going to mention it until Salem Hill tries to figure out how to stop it. These inside blitzes are working for Timpanogos, and they're forcing all these stops right now. They showed that they were going to blitz 3 guys on that play, and Salem Hill did not check out of that play at all.
The 2nd fumble tonight for Salem Hills. Took a big hit in the backfield, and the ball popped right open. So here's Hillstead in the Timpanogos offense.
3 turnovers in 1 quarter. That's beautiful for Timpanogos.
Give to the back, working his way toward the 50, brought down at the 49.
And that's the first time they run their power play to the left-hand side. They've run those plays twice already to the right-hand side. They may have found something that they want to work on with this Timpanogos offense.
Timberwolves hustle to the line.
2nd and 10 for the Timberwolves.
Hillstead in the gun with a man on his right hip. Trips right. Takes the snap. A little read option. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to slide down at the 45. He has a first down into Salem Hills territory.
Good slide there by Hillstead. Not going to take any too many risks there. He's going to keep the no-huddle offense working. Great read option there by Timpanogos.
So, ready to go. 1st and 10. Hillstead takes the shotgun snap. Play fake. Looks to his left, throws, has his man caught and tackled at the 44-yard line. Give him 6 on the play.
Good little speed option, little play action play there for him. Timpanogos, throw it to the left-hand side, a little 5-yard out route there. Try to get some good yards for 2nd down.
28 seconds to play in the quarter. 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap coming to Hillstead. Ball at the 39. Back to pass. Lofts one down the left sideline into coverage. Did he make the catch? He did. What a catch by the wide receiver. That was
Jamison Jones.
Jamison Jones hauling it in. The senior threw it into double coverage.
Nice touch there by Middleton. That was beautiful between the DB and the safety.
T-Wolves hurry up, looking for the corner route in the end zone, and it's off his hands. He had the touchdown, a perfect throw. Instead, it falls incomplete with 2 seconds to play in the first quarter.
So back-to-back similar plays, little play-action plays here by Timpanogos. They throw it to the left-hand side. It works, and it beats the DB and the safety. This time, they had it beat. It's just he dropped it. He's even got gloves on, and he dropped it.
That was LaPre, still out there. 2 seconds to play. 2nd and 10, shotgun snap, give it to the back, work it to the right side, down to the 6, inside the 5, and he's knocked down at the 2-yard line, and that will bring us to the end of the quarter. We'll take a break here. It's Timpanogos 7, Salem Hills nothing. It's the ESPN 960 Game of the Week.
ESPN 960 just got better. You can now listen to ESPN 960 up and down the entire Wasatch Front on the 105.1 HD2 dial. Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson, Cougar Sports with Ben Criddle, Kalani Sitaki, and BYU football. Todd Phillips and Utah Valley basketball, even Major League Baseball and NBA hoops. All of your favorite shows and events are now available on HD Radio. Utah County Sports Station is now ESPN 960 and 105.1 HD2.
When you're watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At real life, use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Listen to
Welcome back. Ball at the 1. The handoff to the back. And he's going to be stopped short of the goal line. So, second goal for Timpanogos. They hurry to the line. Under center. He takes the snap. He's going to try and take it himself. But I think Salem Hills was a touchdown. They signal.
Yeah, they're going to signal that late. He got a little late push there and was able to stroll right into the end zone. Touchdown, Timpanogos.
So Andrew Hillstead takes it himself.
That's the 6th rushing touchdown of the year so far between him and his back McCann. They got about almost 12 touchdowns on the year.
And it's 13-0 Timberwolves with the PAT pending as we get underway here in the second quarter. Parker Harvey to attempt the extra point. The snap is down. It's blocked. The extra point is blocked by Salem Hills, so it will stay at 13-0. We do have a flag on the play, though.
Might be another roughing the long snapper here.
Let's see. And it's going to be on Salem Hills because Timpanogos getting ready to line up. Now, if they move this ball up anymore, Martin, it'll be interesting to see if they attempt the extra point or decide to go for 2.
Personal foul apparently on the defense. I like that officiating by the ref. He's like, I have no idea. It's just throw a flag on him. Let's call it.
They are going to attempt the PAT this time from the 10. Yeah, not a lot of specificity.
I'm assuming the coach got it because he had a small conversation with him on the explanation.
Yeah, that's Jeff Higginson down there wanting the explanation. So Harvey to attempt it again. Snap's good. The hold is down. The kick is up. This time it is through the uprights, and it is 14-0 Timpanogos. And Mark, those turnovers have killed Salem Hills here.
I was about to bring that up. Good job on that one there, Jordan. But I was going to say with it as well is this game should be about 28-0, Jordan. At this point, these turnovers, 3 turnovers in a quarter, you would expect to capitalize on all 3 of them. So far, Timpanogos is taking advantage of 2 of them. Salem Hill's got to come out with a better strategy here. They already know they're down. They don't have their quarterback. They got to throw in their backup quarterback here. Timpanogos is doing a very good job, Jordan. Simple football, simple mindset. Go out there, put some points on the board.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, 3 first-quarter turnovers committed by Salem Hills, 2 fumbles and a pick 6. So they're trying to stay in this game right now, trailing 14-0 as they'll receive. Martin, what does the offense have to do here to sustain a drive?
They have to figure out how to stop these inside blitzes by Timpanogos. They keep throwing these late inside blitzes. They keep having the DBs line up as DBs. I think they're really linebackers that they're faking as DBs. And Salem Hill has not figured out how to stop them off the edge. Their tackles need to read that better and stop those from coming in, and that will give them the running game that they need to get their offense going. Salem Hill does not have the passing game to back it up. They need the running game to come alive now.
Harvey kicks it away. It's going to be fielded by Parrish at the 4. Brings it out to the 10, 15, 20, and he is met at the 23-yard line and taken down there.
Lauer takes the kick off.
Salem Hills, the offense back out there. And, you know, the thing is, Martin, is they have, I say sustained drives. They've moved the ball, but once they've gotten into Timpanogos territory, they've turned the ball over.
Yeah, they've turned the ball over twice in those scenarios. The fumble, and actually 2 fumbles, and an interception have been in Timpanogos area. As the field gets smaller, Timpanogos gets better at their defensive scrimmages, and they're able to stop Salem Hill from getting so many big momentums.
Here's Ryder Hales in the pistol. One back behind him, trips to the right. Shotgun snap, takes it, hands it off to the back. He's going to work his way up to the 30-yard line. A nice physical run there.
Number 37,
Brings up a second down at about 5.
Good run there by Salem Hill. Again, a late blitz. They had the DB lined up out there. He decided to come back in as a linebacker and blitz late. And that, again, Timpanogos is going to keep up with this one-man blitz extra package all night long. And Salem Hill needs to figure out how to way to stop it.
The 30-yard line brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 from the 30. 11 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Salem Hills again taking their time. They break the huddle with 11 seconds on the play clock. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 in the slot, 2 to the right. Brings a man in motion from the slot. Back to pass. Under pressure, a little screen, and it's knocked down by number 50. That is Jesse King
Gets batted down
for
by
Timpanogos, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 5.
And just notice they threw Nelson back in the game. Jedi is back in at quarterback for Salem Hill. So let's see what Jedi can bring a little bit better to this offense. As he's a bigger quarterback, he stands there, he's a little bit taller, he can see over the line versus Hates, who's, Kyler Murray size. And it's nothing against Hates. He just wasn't able to get everything going in the first quarter.
Hale's just 5'9".
Hales, I apologize.
No, Nelson 6'3". So a great point. 2 wide receivers split to each side. 3rd and 5. Back to pass. Nelson looking. Stepping up in the pocket. He's going to run for it. Makes it to the 35, and he's going to be knocked down at the 39. That is a first down. Hangs on, and they move the chains.
The tackling said that there was another fumble. I swear I was going to hold my breath and wait for that moment right there. And they got the first down. Nice job by Nelson. Read the entire field, saw nothing was open, decided to run outside his tackles, and gain the first down there. Again, Salem Hill getting inside that area there of Timpanogos' field. Let's see if they can capitalize on this drive and cut this lead down to 1 touchdown.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 39, their own 39. 2 wide receivers to each side, play clock under 10. Nelson in the gun. Trying to get everybody set, play clock at 4. He takes the snap, the give up the middle. He gets the 41 and is stopped there, so maybe a gain of 1.
Yeah, again, Timpanogos, I'm going to keep saying it, keep throwing these little blatant blitzes. Good short game there on 2nd down. But Timpanogos is going to have to find a way to force Salem Hill to get a little bit more uncomfortable positions here as Salem Hill is taking their time getting their play call in here.
That was Fusselman again on the carry. So as you mentioned, the quarterback, Nelson, who's playing for the first time on this drive tonight, was injured last week. Looks to be okay, though.
I was about to say, he doesn't look gimpy at all. I'm not sure if it was just maybe a concussion or an upper body injury.
2 wide receivers to each side now as he brings a man in motion. Nelson back to pass, fires to the right side, has his man, caught at the 48, past the 50, and he's going to be pulled out of bounds at the 45-yard line into Timpanogos territory. It's a first down, Salem Hills.
Very nice job there by Nelson. He faked the handoff there. He was able to read the play. His wide receiver got to the outside there as quick as he could. Catch, moved up the field. First down there for Salem Hill.
Timpanogos with a 14-0 lead, 9:13 to play in the 2nd quarter. Clock stopped. Ball at the 45. So Salem Hill's moving that football again. This is the part of the field where they've had some trouble with some fumbles tonight.
Yeah, let's see what happens this time.
Timpanogos brings some late pressure. He throws it out to the side and it is dropped. He had a man open.
Pass intended for number 4.
And it was Higginson who couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, Higginson was the last one on the reception that was able to get the first down. They ran the same play, just couldn't complete the catch this time.
So 2nd down and 10. They'll huddle up. Martin, as a quarterback, when you bring late pressure like that, when you show it late, what does that do to you?
That makes you rethink for a second what you're going to be able to call and what you're able going to reread. If you see a late blitz come late on the right-hand side, you're going to react.
Back to pass. Lofts one to the left. Has his man at the 45, and he'll work his way up to the 40 where he's wrestled out of bounds. I say out of bounds right there on the sideline. Stays in, so the clock rolls, and it brings up a 3rd, and we'll call it about 4.
Number 4.
Yeah, that was number 82, Mick Johnson, the senior wide receiver, 6'1", 155.
Brings up 3rd and 4 for the Skyhawks.
Ball at the 39-yard line. And again, Salem Hills very deliberate. They huddle up. Now they break it with 17 on the play clock.
Very methodical. They're very smart in how they're play calling here. Again, I mentioned in the pregame, they are a balanced team, and so far we're seeing the results.
3rd and 4, back to pass. Nelson throws over the middle, and it is incomplete. So now a 4th and 4, Let's see what they do.
I could have argued pass interference on that play there, Jordan. It was a play that I thought was about to get intercepted. It's a 15-yard post in to the play there to try to get the first down there. I would, if I'm Salem Hill, go for it. At this point, you're down 14 with 8:30 left to go in the game. You have no choice but to try.
And they're going to leave the offense out there. So 4th and 4 from the Timpanogos 39. Nelson in the pistol.
Look for them to try to go with something short here. You can't go long. They're going to go in the middle of the field.
Now shotgun, back to pass, looking, plenty of time, throws out to the left, has a man, caught for the first down, he breaks back inside, has the 25, and he's going to be hit, brought down at the 24-yard line.
And we talked about it earlier that Hayes did not have the arm strength to get the ball down the field. And what we meant by that was he lined up on the left hash and threw that interception, Jordan. On this play, they're lined up on the right hash, and they're able to get the ball across the field to the left hash to get the first down. That's what Nelson does differently for this offense.
Great point as Wilson brings it in. So 1st and 10, ball at the 24. Again, Nelson in the pistol, one back behind him, 2 wide receivers stacked to each side. Ball on the left hash. Timpanogos showing pressure. They bring it. Backs off, and it's going to be a give up the middle and nothing doing there.
Yeah, that late blitz came again. But what I saw from the offensive line there, Jordan, was that they were reading it. They pointed it out right there on both sides of the ends there. And they're like, hey, we got the blitz coming. We got the blitz coming. And they still stuck with the read option play. I wish Nelson would have kept it and maybe got a couple yards on that run. But nonetheless, let's see what Salem Hill does with that idea.
7:24 to play in half number 1. 14-0, Timpanogos. 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball at the 24-yard line. Trying to get back in this game. Nelson in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to each side. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Plenty of time. Lost one over the middle. It is incomplete. He had a man behind the defense, but just couldn't connect with it.
Yeah, another post skinny inside route there from Salem Hill and just couldn't connect with it. Nelson left it just a bit short. If he would have overthrown him, that would have led the receiver into the end zone, and we'd be talking about a touchdown. Instead, we're talking about 3rd down and 10.
So we'll see what they do here. Ball at the 24. Let's see if they try to get just 5 and go for it on 4th down, or try to set up a tough field goal.
You're going to have to throw it here. Everybody knows you're going to throw the ball. There would be no idea to run here. Otherwise, like you mentioned, Jordan, they're going to try to go for it on 4th down.
Here's the 3rd and 10. He rolls to his right. Nelson throws it over the middle. It is tipped, and it is incomplete, nearly picked off.
Yeah, a good concept there. Rollout offense system right there. Try to get the first down or try to get some good yardage, but just couldn't get in that position right there. Got tipped, almost intercepted. Let's see what Salem Hill does on this attempt, because right now a field goal would cut that lead down to 11, Jordan.
They are going to try the field goal. So it's going to be about a 41-yarder.
That's a pretty long distance for high school kickers. Even some of the best high school kickers struggle from about 30 yards.
It is. That's not an easy. This is not a gimme. Dinkins, the right-footed kicker, ready. Ball on the left hash. Here's the snap. It is good. Hold down. The kick is up. It is good. He got it. It snuck through near that left upright. And Salem Hills is on the board. It is 14-3 Timpanogos.
As we get some of the celebrations here from the lights here at Salem Hill. That's very creative of them as it is in the dark here. Nice job there. A simple kick through the uprights, a little short, but I think that would have been good from about another 5 yards back. So good leg in that kid.
Absolutely. So Salem Hills, a positive outcome on a good drive there. As always, Les Schwab Tires is our scoring summary. Check out their 60-day satisfaction guarantee. No hassle, road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Visit your local Les Schwab today or book an appointment online at leschwab.com. By the way, another reminder, in about 7 minutes, stick around for our our postgame show after the game, but our halftime show as well. Bryce Larson.
So right now, if I had to give a play of the game, Jordan, play of the game is the interception, and player of the game would go to would go to that guy right
Absolutely. He would be our defense strengths defensive player of the game. Kick is going to roll at the 5 and going to roll out of bounds near the pylon. So it stayed there from Dinkins. And maybe just a bad luck. It took a bad roll. It really looked good at the beginning. But so good field position coming for Timpanogos.
Yeah, their kicker doesn't have a very strong leg to try to kick it out of the end zone versus as we get the answer from the officials. That's 2 kickoffs already tonight, Jordan, that have been squib kicks. So they haven't been able to go long with these kicks, and Timpanogos just let it hop on the bounce and let it go out of bounds.
But look, Salem Hills, you have the long, sustained drive. That was one of our E3 energy cubes, keys to the game. They're back in this game, and now they need a stop.
They need a big stop.
Yeah, Salem Hills, they'll get the second half kickoff. Empty backfield, back to pass. Lofting one up down the left sideline. It is incomplete. Good play by the DB, knocking that one away.
That's number 24 for Salem Hill.
Austin Hicks, the junior.
That was number 6, trying to receive the ball for Timpanogos. And
of the Sky High defense. Covering up 2nd and 10.
Trying to get my notes.
For the Timberwolves.
Gilstead in the shotgun, trips to the right. He's going to run it straight up the middle, up to the 41 where he's violently thrown to the turf.
Yeah, that was a tough run there by Hillstead, especially with those rim protections that he has right now. He's taking these chances. So far, 2 good runs by him and 3 good runs. Actually, he got the touchdown earlier.
Empty again. 3 wide receivers to the left. Back to pass on 3rd and 4. Lost one down the left sideline. Coming back, the receiver makes the grab, and he can't hold on as he hits the turf.
Yeah, the Calvin Johnson rule these days is now in the NFL or in high school football forever. You can't complete the ball through the ground. You won't be able to have the reception, and that was another case for that. As it looks like he's down on the field. That looks like number 6 for Timpanogos.
Yeah, he came down and he hit his head on that turf, so you just hope he's okay. The turf does not have the same give as a natural grass field, as Bryce Larson has told me from experience. It is not a soft surface to come down on.
Yeah, Jameson Jones is hanging down there on the field right now. He's on the Salem Hill side.
This guy you can't afford to miss if you're Timpanogos. So they'll take care of him.
One of their top 3 wide receivers this season has been a very good productive player for them all season long.
It does bring up a 4th down for Timpanogos. So ball at the 41. We'll see what they decide to do, as thankfully he gets to his feet, Jameson Jones, and will walk off under his own power.
And we mentioned it earlier. You brought up their records, and we weren't able to get through everything that I would like to touch on that. But what I wanted to touch on real quick is Timpanogos has an extra week. They're playing next week for Week 9. This is the last game of the season for Salem Hill. This is their Week 9. And so both of these teams are in different mindsets. One team is trying to fight for a win. The other team is just trying to get ready for the playoffs.
So 4th and 4, they're going to go for it. 3 wide receivers split to the left, 2 to the right, ball on that right hash. Ball at their own 41. Shotgun snap coming to Nilsson. I say Nilsson, I beg your pardon, Hillstead.
Both are wearing 7, so I totally get that one.
Now he looks to the sideline, play clock, plenty of time, brings a man in motion from that right side. Back to pass, looking, has a man on the out pattern near the 46. It is caught, and he steps out of bounds, so a first down as they convert on 4th down.
Nice little simple play there. Play action, threw it out bounds. Out route there from Timpanogos, get the first down.
Good catch by Dash McCann. So 1st and 10. Hillstead gives it to the back. Did he? No, he faked it, kept it himself, and he's going to get wrestled down near the 49 yard.
Yeah, about a 3-yard gain there from him. Again, another little quick play action play there. Read option, kept it himself, got good yardage.
So 2nd and 7. Clock rolls, 5:55 to play in the half. Hillstead in the shotgun, one back to his left. Takes the snap, fake to the back, throw it over the middle on a slant. It is caught at the 43. That's where that receiver's taken down.
That's Jameson Jones again, the guy that got hurt a little bit earlier. Good to see him back on the field here, and good to see him get a reception.
So 1st down, Timberwolves go fast. Hillstead takes it, back to pass. Quick throw out to the left, and Jameson Jones cannot reel this one in.
Yeah, they keep up with these. Timpanogos keeps up with these quick little routes. They just throw them. I don't really think they're giving their wide receiver specific routes. They're just telling them, hey, run down the field, and Hillstead will find you.
We'd like
It
to
was a
thank
little
Martin's Pizza.
timing out route there. He was trying to come back to the ball, but the timing was off.
Yeah, as they're trying to get the ball boy off the field.
You know pizza this much.
Come on, man.
That's the only way to do things.
I mean, our PA guy can't even get in our ad reads. Mark, back to pass. Hillstead looking deep, steps up in the pocket, throws over the middle, has his man caught at the 27. What a throw and what a catch by Tabita Munga.
Brought down by number 30.
And again, the Timberwolves have a first down and they hustle to the line.
Yeah, no huddle. They're going to keep the Salem Hill defense tired and keep them on their toes.
And now a fumble with the snap, and Hillstead is going to just fall on it back at the 47.
Yeah, that's going to be about an 11-yard loss. He didn't really pay attention to that snap. Went through his hands. Again, that's what happens when you run a no-huddle offense. You get very quick in your timing and your passing, and sometimes you just have those moments. But it's a second down and 21. Very long for them.
Ball back at the 41. Hillstead back in that shotgun, brings a man in motion. Takes the snap, back to pass, looking deep, looking, under pressure. He eludes one tackler. Now out to his right, he dumps it off, and he has some room up to the 30 where he's tripped up, and a flag comes in late.
Yeah, let's see what the flag is first, but nice shot from Hillstead. Avoids the sack, rolls out, gets it off to his running back. His running back takes it, gets the yardage they lost on the fumble, and now makes it a third down and 11, which is manageable for Timpanogos.
And the officials talking about this penalty flag.
There you go.
Right drop on the offense, number 2.
A blindside block on Timpanogos, back him up 15 yards.
Yeah, that's going to erase the good yards there that they got on the first play there, as Salem Hill is going to trade out their defensive linemen here and try to get some new, fresh bodies on the field. Just can't throw some of those late blocks. If you can't do it on a punt return, kick return, you can't do it on the offensive play.
All at the 44. Back to pass. Hillstead under pressure, throws down the left sideline, lofted up. It is caught at the 12-yard line. What a throw. What a catch.
Jamison Jones, he's the standout wide receiver on this team. Again, no huddle, they're running.
Ball at the 11. So they get all that yardage back on one big play. Boy, they're going really fast. Hillstead takes the snap, a give up the middle. He is going to be met at the 10-yard line and taken down there.
That was a beautiful play there by Jameson Jones and Hillstead on the last play there. This other play was just a very basic run play for them, speed option play, try to get the defense off their game there. The last play, though, that's the big play. And that was, he beat not only one, but 2 DBs, Jordan.
It was impressive from Jameson Jones. Dash McCann couldn't get anything there. So 2nd and 10. Ball at the 11. They still can't get a first down. Hillstead takes the snap, a give up the middle. He's going to work his way inside the 10 and then get gang tackled near the 8.
Yeah, that power run that they like to run time to time there for Timpanogos. Just going to get him a couple yardage. Hasn't been a very explosive play so far in this game for them, Jordan, but still they're trying to make sure that that play works.
3rd and 7 from the 8-yard line. Hillstead in shotgun, 2 wide receivers to the short side of the field. Play fake, rolling right, looking, throws to the pylon, short, incomplete, and it brings up a 4th and 7. And we'll see if they just settle for the field goal here.
No, they're going to go for it. This team is aggressive. They stay with aggressive play calling. They're going to try to go for it here.
4th and 7 from your own 8. Let's see what they come up with.
There's not too many plays that you can come up with, Jordan, in this situation. They already ran the rollout draw play here already on this last play by Timpanogos. Here, they just gonna have to throw the ball. There's no way they can run it for 8 yards, but I could be wrong.
Hillstead in the gun, 4th down and 7. Back to pass, under pressure, lofts one to the back of the end zone, and nobody's there. So Timpanogos doesn't come up with anything, and Salem Hills holds after all of that.
Yeah, good pressure there by Salem Hills defensive line to come in there, crash inside, and force the bad throw from Hillstead. He just threw it to basically nobody. Threw it out of bounds in the end zone there. Let's see if Salem Hill can take advantage of this. 3 minutes before the end of this half. A touchdown here would cut the lead down to 4. A field goal would cut it down to 8.
3:12 to play in the half. Salem Hills will get the ball back at their own 8-yard line. And they'll send Andrew Hillstead and company, or I beg your pardon, Jedi Nelson and company back out onto the field. And Nelson is going to work in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers stacked to each side. They have all 3 timeouts remaining. Takes the snap. Give it to the back. No, a fake, and it's him on the run. Nelson up to the 20-yard line where he's knocked down. A first down for Salem Hills.
Good job there from Nelson. Fake the handoff, get everybody to bite on that, roll it out, and get the first down.
Ball be spotted at the 20-yard line.
So spotted at the 20, 1st and 10. Clock rolling after they spot the ball. 3 minutes to play here in the second quarter. 15-3, Timpanogos.
Gotta go.
Clean, or that you can repeat on.
2 wide receivers split to each side. Shotgun snap. Nelson going to step up in the pocket under duress, and he is taken down back at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, good play there from Nelson not to lose too much yardage on that sack right there. It looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage. And it looks like a timeout by Salem Hill.
So they'll take the timeout, 2nd and 10. Did they take the timeout?
Yes, they did.
I did not see him signal. So they should have 2 left here.
2:38. And if I'm Salem Hill here, Jordan, the simple concept here in the offensive play calling is, hey, we need to get going. We need to get going. Quick plays, quick passes, quick runs. They've been doing it all night. But this time, they got to try to do what Timpanogos is doing. Do a little bit of no huddle and get the momentum going.
Gives us a chance to remind you that after the ball game, we'll name our Defense Drinks Defensive Player of the Game. Defense Drinks, a collagen-based formula, no added sugars, high electrolyte content, no caffeine. Get 20% off your order using code ESPN960 at defensedrinks.com. That's code ESPN960 at defensedrinks.com.
I've got a couple of those, Jordan. They're not too bad. Not bad at all. No, not at all.
Well, get one for our friend Bryce Larson. He will have, Bryce, you doing the halftime tonight? He will be on the halftime report, giving you all the out-of-town scores and all the action from around the state.
Couple weeks until state playoffs. Right time of the season.
So here comes the shotgun snap to Nelson. 3 wide receivers bunched to the right. Back to pass. Looking to his left. Throws low. It is incomplete.
Yeah, they're trying these little quick passes to try to get this offense going and just threw it inside the dirt. Didn't elevate the ball at all. And just a bad pass.
So a 3rd and long. 3rd and 10 from your own 20. And you have a choice here, Martin. If you throw the ball, the clock, you may go incomplete. Stop the clock. Give Timpanogos a shot. If you run the ball, you kind of, I guess, submitting or yourself back to that Timpanogos offense, but you make them burn a timeout possibly.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword type play here for Salem Hill. Get the first down and you keep moving. Get the 4th down, and it's enough time for Timpanogos to try to put a late score.
He rolls right. He's going to throw back across the field, and it is nearly picked off again. Instead, off the fingertips of a defensive lineman, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, that's the first time Salem Hill has run their little quick screen passes, little backwards play, and this time it just didn't work. And now Timpanogos has a choice here. Either they could speed up the clock, put another touchdown, put the pressure on Salem Hill to probably try to get a score late, or they can milk this clock and try to score a touchdown late. It's up to them at this point.
Dinkins takes the high snap, and somehow he reeled it in, and he'll punt one, and it's a good one. Parsons back at his own 40 and will call for a fair catch at the 38. What a play by Dinkins. A high, wild snap. He shot his right arm up in the air and somehow saved it from the end zone.
Sticky hands. That man has some sticky hands. That was a great save right there. Otherwise, that was going to be a safety, and that would have been a disaster for Salem Hill.
A safety at best. Wow. So, Timpanogos.
Great punt, by the way. He got it from about, what, the 10-yard line all the way to the 40?
38-yard line, yeah. So 2:22 to play here in the half. 1st and 10. Trips to the left. 2 wide receivers to the right. Hillstead in the gun. Takes the snap. Fakes. Steps up in the pocket. Lofts one down the right sideline. Incomplete. And Salem Hills is going to get called for a pass interference, but that ball was not catchable.
No, that was way over the head. And I get it that he threw a little late hunch at him. You know, I get that, but no, don't call this one. Not a bad call.
Number 23 of the defense. 15 penalty play spot.
That hurts if you're Salem Hills, because that ball was never going to be completed. So they spot it at the 47.
And they're even better field position with 2:17 on the clock Timpanogos could walk to the line and wait until 3 seconds on the play call and snap the ball.
1st and 10. Hillstead in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to his left. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Looking over the middle. Lost one. Has his man. It is caught at the 25, and he falls down near the 21.
Yeah, Timpanogos is going to go here, sticking with their no-huddle offense.
He got Dash McCann.
Right in the middle of the field, just a little skinny post route.
2:08 and rolling. 1st and 10. Hillstead takes the snap. He gives it to the back. He has some room up to the 15 and down to the 13-yard line where he's wrestled to the turf.
Number 3, Hudson Woodbury.
Brings up a 2nd and short. The chains hadn't even set from the play before. Hillstead again, ready to go. 2nd and 1, takes the snap, throws to his right, has a man, and it is broken up near the pylon.
Good job there by the DB to break up that play there. Again, Timpanogos not taking their foot off the gas here. They're trying to go up by 18 here late in the 2nd quarter. And this quarter just feels a little different, Jordan, because the 1st quarter was going by a little quickly. Even though we had the punts and the turnovers, that went by a little bit quicker. This one's a little slower.
Now he takes the snap, gives it to the back, working his way, trying to stay behind his blockers. Can't do it, though. He's taken down at the 10. And now they're going to give him the 1st down, though, on the 2nd and 1, so the clock stops momentarily. 1:37 to play. Plenty of time. Timpanogos will get to the line quickly, though, as they always do. 3 wide receivers bunched to the right. Hillstead with a back to his left. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Looking. Will swing it out to the left. Caught at the 10. Working his way down to the 5 and taken down at the 4.
Pass is complete off to the left side to number 3, Hudson Woodbury.
Yeah, the clock's going to stop for a second here in high school football.
Penalty markers now.
We get penalty markers.
We'll see what the flag is. And we got a hold.
Number 50 will be active.
Ooh.
Colonel Reese. Well,
And that's on one of their guards there for Timpanogos, number 50. Not a good play here down in the red zone. You cannot have these little lazy holding calls. I get it. The blocking's got to be a little bit longer than the 3 seconds that's average in the field, but you got to stay firm. You got to stay motivated not to get a flag.
Back to the 20. 1st down. Not a long ways to go. Hillstead takes the snap. Looking left, steps up in the corner, throws across the middle, and it was nearly caught by Jamison Jones. He was wide open, but he let him a little too much, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, Hillstead took his time on that play, reading the entire field, waiting for someone to come open. Again, they go with those little middle routes in there, in routes, and they were just staying with it, and the pressure came in and forced them to throw a bad play.
2nd down and 20. 2nd and goal. Hillstead in the gun, takes the snap, play fake, now backpedaling, lofts one over the middle to Jones, and it's picked off at the 1. Salem Hills had it. He has some room to return it to the 15, up to the 20. Hillstead tries to take him down, and he does at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, again, the pressure got to Hillstead. He threw it up very high in that one right there. It was a very pickable ball. Interception there from Salem Hill. 58 seconds left on this clock here, Jordan. They got to go.
21-yard line. 1st and 10.
What a play by Patrick Chidester. Came up and took that one away. And again, Martin, somehow Salem Hills back, staying in this game. 58 seconds to play. They have 2 timeouts.
I said it a long time ago with the 3 turnovers they had. This game should be 28-0, and it really should be 28-3. Salem Hill getting these breaks and these opportunities to stay in this game, and that is another one. They need to take advantage of it, though. They're on their own 20, and they have a long way to go.
And check that. It was Austin Hicks who intercepted that pass. I beg your pardon. So Hicks takes it back for Salem Hills. Now they have it. Back to pass. Coming up to his right, and Jedi Nelson's going to be forced out just shy of the 30.
Good play there from Jedi. Read the field. No option downfield. Run. Get the 1st down. 52 seconds. He only burned 6 seconds.
Heads up to the right side.
They get out of bounds, as you mentioned. So a 2nd and 2. As they trail 14-3 here late in the 1st half.
The best option they have right now with 2 timeouts, get inside the 30 to get another field goal opportunity. That kicker had a good late. Cut this lead down to 8 going into halftime.
They huddle up, break it with 10. Nelson in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to each side, one back to his right. Timpanogos brings pressure from the edge. He unleashes one, a little out pattern, caught, and he gets out of bounds at the 33.
Again, only burns 6 seconds off that clock there, gets it out to his top receiver there in his in that offense, and are able to get the first down. They're strategically moving the ball now.
Higginson on the reception, so first down from their own 33. The little plays are good, but they're going to run out of time here. Going to have to take a couple shots if they want to get at least into field goal range late in the half.
I believe they got to get to at least the 50 before they try those deep shots, but they might try one here.
Trips to the left. Ball on the right hash. Jedi back to pass. Stepping up in the pocket. Has a lot of room to run if he wants to. Rolling left. Still rolling left. Now he throws, and it is picked off. Nearly picked off again. Instead, the DB dropped it, and we have penalties on the play.
Yeah, and it might be a late hit on Nelson, so this might be an additional 15 yards. The Jedi was rolling out to his left, threw the ball, got hit as he threw the ball. Again, you mentioned almost intercepted. Some back-to-back quarterbacks could have thrown interceptions in this game.
We'll wait for the call.
Defense number 0. 6-yard penalty.
They won't say it's roughing the passer, but it is pretty much roughing the passer.
That was Iosefo. They got him. So a 15-yard penalty, and the ball moves all the way up to the 47.
As Timpanogos has a player hurt on their sideline, near their sideline. Looks like number 44 for them. Actually, no, he's picking the player up. I can't see the number, and he's limping.
Yeah,
that's number 0. That's the guy who made the play.
That's Iosefo. So he will limp over to the sideline. Hopefully he's okay. But Salem Hills has the ball at the 48. First and 10, 39 seconds to play. Nelson in the gun, 2 wide receivers to each side. Timpanogos brings 4. He is under pressure, throws off his back foot, and it is... Yes, somehow they reeled it in at the 15 there. Flashback all the way at the 40. What a catch by Wilson.
Okay, so it's going to stand for a moment. Gordon Wilson is the receptionist on that play there, and they're down at about the 13-yard line. But...
oh, and that's a heartbreaker. He threw that 40 yards.
This is coming back.
And it was a prayer, and Wilson answered it, but they're going to get him for holding.
Yeah, that's a gut wrench one. That's going to move you back to the inside, almost close to the 30.
So instead of having the ball inside the 20 with 32 seconds to play and a chance to make this really a ball game, you're backed all the way up to your own 36. Remember that one as we head down the stretch later tonight.
20 for the Skyhawk.
Yeah, that'll be a play that everybody is going to go back and look on tape and go, what an amazing play. What a bonehead moment at the same time to get a hold.
First and 20. You're not pulling any punches tonight. Back to pass. Nelson looking. Now steps up. A lot of time. Throws over near the sidelines, and it is incomplete. A nice effort by the receiver. That is Gordon Wilson, who reeled it in down there earlier, but unable to come up with it. Second and 20, 25 seconds.
Yeah, so you just got to get in good field goal position here. They got to try for a long play here, try to get something before the end of the half. And maybe one day, Jordan, we'll have some high school football talks because I can tell you about some stories from film class.
You played high school football on the mean streets of the south side of Chicago.
I played for a school called Mount Carmel High School, 13-time state champion in the state of Illinois, 4 classes.
2 wide receivers to each side. Nelson back to pass. Throws and caught at the 46, going up and grabbing it was Ashton Hansen. What a play. That ball was well overthrown, but he reeled it in.
3rd down and 10, 3rd down and long here. Again, they just got to try to get to the 30-yard line. That would be my goal.
Clock stops with 20 seconds to play, but it's they saying he went out of bounds there? So clock stopped, went out of bounds. 3rd down and 9 to go, trying to recover from that penalty. Jedi Nelson again in the shotgun. Back to pass. Looking. Lofting one over the middle. He has a man behind the defense, but he overshot him.
Nelson's pass intended.
He wanted number 4, Higginson, but he couldn't get it to him, and it is 4th and 9, and you got to think the Salem Hills has to punt this one away with 16 seconds left.
And that happened again. They had the possession down here in the end zone. They could not complete the drive, and they had one of those opportunities to score a touchdown like that. And again, he beats the DBs. He's ahead of everybody and just can't complete the pass. Otherwise, we're talking about a touchdown.
Skyhawks will take their second time out here. Gives us a chance to remind you to stick around for our halftime show. Bryce Larson will have that for you, give you all these scores and the updates from around the state of Utah. You can also listen to Bryce every morning on ESPN 960 Valley Sports Talk from 8 to 10 a.m. Martin will be on the show tomorrow, won't you, Martin? 8 a.m., bright and early, recapping this one.
I would love to be there at 8 a.m. to recap that one.
As you see a beautiful shot of the Salem Hills School there behind the bleachers.
I would love to have a conversation with Bryce about the hockey game that happened the other day. I know he wanted to text me a couple of times teasing me about that one. Good win there for the Utah Hockey Club over the Chicago Blackhawks. Good for them to get their first win as a franchise. Well, we'll see you guys in February. All right, we'll see you guys in February.
Well, yeah, we will talk about that because the Utah Hockey Club in action tonight facing the Islanders. And Martin, I was there the other night. I didn't want to make you feel bad.
Don't worry. I have 6 Stanley Cup championships. I saw my team raise 3 of them. You know, Arizona Coyotes, Utah Hockey Club, no championships. That's their 3rd time expanding because they came from Winnipeg. So it's okay. It's okay. Shout out to Zach back in the studio giving us an update. I believe he said 2-2 is the score at the moment between 3-3, actually, with about 2 minutes left to go in the game there. Thanks, Zach. I really appreciate that, buddy. Good game between the Islanders. Tough team to play. Let's get back to high school football for a second.
Ball at the 47, 16 seconds to play, and they're not going to punt this away. At least they don't have a punt formation out there.
No, they got to go for it.
Shotgun snap, back to pass. Jedi Nielsen will throw, has a man on and out. Caught at the 49. He is well short of the first down, though, and he is knocked out of bounds at the Timpanogos 48-yard line with 10 seconds to play.
Most people would say that's a bad play there from Salem Hill towards Timpanogos, but I'm going to say the opposite here, Jordan. That puts Timpanogos in a situation where they have no choice but to throw the football. They have to go throw the ball into the end zone with 10 seconds left. Otherwise, they can try to go for some type of late field goal but at the end, but that won't happen.
They may just kneel it down here.
They might too, but I would throw the ball.
You would think.
Yeah, 10 seconds left. Why not? Try to get 18 points more on the board. 7 more to make it 18.
Hillstead has a strong arm, so he's in the gun. Trips to the right. See if he can get it to the end zone. You have 10 seconds. You don't have to throw it deep down there quite yet. You could go one play. Steps in the pocket. He's going to try and unload. He does. Lofts it towards the 5. It is nearly reeled in, but knocked away. Still 1 second on the clock. So they can have another shot at it.
And a good play there.
And Martin, I wonder at Salem Hills if they don't trust the punt team or what it is.
I think they were trying to force Timpanogos into a bad situation here. We're not giving them good field position at all, and I think this is a very smart play by them.
But if you punt it away, you don't give it to them at midfield.
That's true. Well, right now they're proving that it's a gamble that's working.
And now Timpanogos will take a timeout with 1 second on the clock and maybe set something up.
If they got a Hail Mary play that's not already in Madden, I want to see it tonight. Let's see what they can come up with.
Appreciate everybody joining us, whether on the radio side or on the stream. You're wondering who's behind that incredible camera work. That's Bryce Larson. As you see a shot of the Skyhawk Stadium scoreboard, 1 second remaining.
Get a shot of some of the houses and everything in the background. Good colors there. Good Halloween setup in the back.
Is that a shot of the local watering hole up there? Ball at the 48. The Salem Hills defense will put 4 DBs at the 25-yard line and a couple core linebackers at the 40. Hillstead takes the shotgun snap. They rush 3. Steps up. He's gonna sling it from the 45. Lofts it toward the corner of the end zone, and it is incomplete, and that will take us to halftime. So at the half, it is the Timpanogos 14 and the Skyhawks 3. We'll take a break and come back with our halftime report after this. You're listening to the Game of the Week on ESPN 960.
PostNet, we offer quality printing, packing, and shipping services. But we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by one of our Utah PostNet locations today. You'll be greeted with a friendly attitude, experienced professionals, and the very best service. When you need it done right, get into PostNet in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, and West Valley City, and let them design and print your next project, ship a package, and so much more. Find us at postnet.com.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At Real Life, use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Right.
Small businesses, community advocates, and neighbors make up the fabric of our community. As a small business ourselves, PostNet gets to know our neighbors, and we work together to achieve success. We offer quality design, printing, packing, and shipping, but we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by PostNet today in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, or West Valley City to print your next project or ship a package. Find us at postnet.com.
And Niumatalolo, the head coach of the San Jose State Spartans. I want to go back to 2015, where it was widely reported that you were in the running to become the head coach at BYU.
I wasn't looking to go anywhere. I was happy. I'd been in this profession long enough that the grass wasn't always greener. But when the BYU opportunity came, it was different. Just being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, it was different. So I knew that I wanted to take a look at it. The people there were awesome. But in the end, it had to work out for both sides, from their side and from my side. Ultimately, it didn't work out, but it worked out for the best. Kalani's doing an awesome job. Kalani's a good friend of mine. And like I said, I'm a spiritual person. I just believe that the Lord has a way of working things out. And it worked out for the best for both of us, for them and at BYU with Kalani and for me and my family.
To find out what was said next, download the Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson podcast anywhere you get your podcast.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Welcome back into Salem Hills High School in Salem, Utah. I'm Bryce Larson, taking you through halftime alongside my broadcast partner, Jordan Bianucci. Jordan's been on the call all day. Martin Kelly with us here tonight as well on a beautiful Thursday night here at Salem Hills High School. Want to remind you, our halftime is powered by Americans for Prosperity. Check them out at AFP Utah. Also want to let you know a little bit about our other sponsors, the E3 Energy Cubes, 3 keys to the game, as well as Intermountain Bobcat. Check them out, located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake City. And, of course, stick around for our PostNet postgame show. Check out PostNet, 826 Expressway Lane. Fans, at any point during this game, you'll see a QR code on the YouTube stream over there. Go ahead and scan that, and you'll be able to get some discounts and cool coupons with our sponsors throughout the valley. You'll get 20% off rentals if you need a Bobcat rental for landscaping or construction. You also have a couple of other things. Free Amazon returns at PostNet of Spanish Fork at 826 Expressway Lane in Spanish Fork, and a couple of other things. Check it out. 20% off your Defense Drinks order at defensedrinks.com there as well. Well, we're at the half. 14-3 your score. Timpanogos currently leads here at Salem Hills High School.
Here at Club Salem Hills.
Yeah, the music is pounding right now as I believe the drill team out there doing their thing for halftime at the moment. Jordan, first half thoughts of this football game, back and forth a little bit. Well, you know, it really started off as a punt fest, as our friend Martin Kelly called it, in the first quarter, and then finally things started clicking for these teams, and we saw a couple scores get put up on the board.
It's been a wild game. We've seen a little bit of everything. We've seen a pick six. Both these teams, as you said, had trouble scoring there in the first quarter, but they kind of opened it up in the second. And good for Salem Hills. They somehow stayed in this game despite turning the ball over 3 times.
It's pretty crazy that they have been able to stay in the game, as you mentioned, despite turning it over quite often. They're able to get that lone field goal up on the board. Look, momentum right before the half kind of changed a little bit. Salem Hills with that huge play down the field, and then it's negated by the penalty. Got to clean it up. Got to clean up the penalties, and you got to clean up everything when it comes to just making sure you play clean.
Well, if Salem Hills can, as you said, clean up the penalties and then sustain a couple drives, they're in good shape because they take so long on the offensive side. They don't break the huddle often with less than 14 seconds on the play clock. So if they can sustain a drive, it keeps that high-powered Timpanogos offense off the field and keeps Hillstead on the bench over there, whereas Timpanogos, man, they'll get the ball and they'll score in 45 seconds if they can. They go super fast.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's really crazy about this football game. Timpanogos on offense has been flying down the field. And early on in this game, it really wasn't to their advantage. They would go 3 and out really fast. Salem Hills a little bit more methodical on the offensive side of the football and doing a little bit more as far as hanging out in the huddle, waiting. I mean, sometimes they would wait till under 10 seconds to break the huddle and do different things like that. But, man, Timpanogos, really high-flying offense. Andrew Hillstead slinging it around the yard. And it's good to see him healthy. It's good to see a couple of these guys healthy who went down earlier in the season. Jedi Nelson, Andrew Hillstead, different guys that have gotten injured at some point. They're back out on the field, and that's good to see.
Well, that was another really interesting aspect of that first half was Ryder Hells started the game at quarterback for Salem Hills when I want to say 2 or maybe 3 drives, and then all of a sudden Jedi Nelson went in there and looked fine, looked ready to go. So who had been injured last week, and he's been the difference so far. And I think keeping Salem Hills in this game, they will get the ball first in the second half, and they got to put a drive together to stay in this one.
They absolutely have to. They need to go down and score. Look, both of these two teams playing for playoff positioning. Coming into this weekend, Salem Hills was at number 15 in the RPI rankings. Now, in Utah high school football, they've switched it up a little bit in the recent years. Look, your RPI ranking goes off of your strength of schedule, your opponent's strength of schedule, and your opponent's strength of schedule and record. So all of this has to do with, like, you're also hoping the teams you've beaten throughout the season are winning throughout region play, throughout the rest of the state as well. So there's a little bit that goes into that factor. The biggest factor that goes into your RPI ranking is your personal record, your wins against your opponents, and then your direct opponents' wins against other opponents. It gets a little confusing. I won't lie, but that's kind of how it goes. So coming into this week, you had Salem at number 15 in the RPI rankings. That's good enough to host a first-round home playoff game. On the other side, Timpanogos fighting to stay in the top 8. You want to be in the top 8 because you get the first round bye and you get to host the second round playoff game. That's what these two teams are jockeying for position for. Look, if Salem Hills loses today, the way that it looks, they could still be right on the edge of hosting a first round playoff game. It's going to be a little bit tougher, especially with them being off next week and not being able to change much of their record. They'll have to wait and see when those final RPI rankings come out. So that's kind of a look at what is up for grabs here tonight with the playoff race that's coming up around the corner.
Absolutely. It's a fun thing where these teams get into the playoffs and they have another chance to keep the season going. And the last thing you want to do is go on the road in that first week. If you're Salem Hills, you can stay at home and try. And the thing is watching the Salem Hills team is it can be frustrating at times because you feel like they're right on the cusp of breaking through and starting to play good football. They're right there playing against a really good Timpanogos team, and the score not really indicative of how well Salem Hills played in that first half. Except for a pick 6, this is a 7-3 game.
All right, fans, stick with us. We're going to take another quick break. We'll be back on the other side. I will update you with Region 8 scores as well as across 4A. We'll give you a couple of other scores. College football, Utah Hockey Club will let you know what's going on around the country. All of that and next. Still, halftime, your score 14-3. Timpanogos leads this one at Salem Hills High School. You're listening to the Game of the Week on ESPN 960.
ESPN 960 just got better. You can now listen to ESPN 960 up and down the entire Wasatch Front on the 105.1 HD2 dial. Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson, Cougar Sports with Ben Criddle, Kalani Sitaki, and BYU football. Todd Phillips and Utah Valley basketball, even Major League Baseball and NBA hoops. All of your favorite shows and events are now available on HD Radio. Utah County Sports Station is now ESPN 960 and 105.1 HD2.
When you're watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At real life. Use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Listen to
And Niamatalolo, the head coach of the San Jose State Spartans. I want to go back to 2015 where it was widely reported that you were in the running to become the head coach at BYU.
I wasn't looking to go anywhere. I was happy. I've been in this profession long enough that the grass wasn't always greener. But when the BYU opportunity came, it was different. Just being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, it was different. So I knew that I wanted to take a look at it. The people there were awesome. But in the end, it had to work out for both sides. From their side and from my side. Ultimately, it didn't work out, but it worked out for the best. Kalani's doing an awesome job. Kalani's a good friend of mine. And like I said, I'm a spiritual person. I just believe that the Lord has a way of working things out. And it worked out for the best for both of us, for them and at BYU with Kalani and for me and my family.
To find out what was said next, download the Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson podcast anywhere you get your podcasts.
PostNet, we offer quality printing, packing, and shipping services. But we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by one of our Utah PostNet locations today. You'll be greeted with a friendly attitude, experienced professionals, and the very best service. When you need it done right, get into PostNet in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, and West Valley City, and let them design and print your next project, ship a package, and so much more. Find us at postnet.com.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At real life. Use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Right.
Small businesses, community advocates, and neighbors make up the fabric of our community. As a small business ourselves, PostNet gets to know our neighbors, and we work together to achieve success. We offer quality design, printing, packing, and shipping, but we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we've forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by PostNet today in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, or West Valley City to print your next project or ship a package.
Welcome back into Salem Hills High School. Quick Region 8 update before we take a break. Be back for the second half. Provo currently leads 49-21 over Uinta. Of course, 14-3 here at the half, and 35-20. Spanish Fork leads over Payson at Spanish Fork High School. We'll take another quick break. We'll be back on the other side with your second half of action. We'll throw it back to Jordan Bianucci and Mark Kelly on the call. Second half coming your way on the high school game of the week right here on ESPN 960.
PostNet, we offer quality printing, packing, and shipping services, but we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by one of our Utah PostNet locations today. You'll be greeted with a friendly attitude, experienced professionals, and the very best service. When you need it done right, get into PostNet in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, and West Valley City, and let them design and print your next project, ship a package, and so much more. Find us at postnet.com.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators.
Welcome back to Salem Hills High School. Jordan Bianucci alongside Martin Kelly as we get ready for the second half of action between Salem Hills and Timpanogos. Timpanogos with a 14-3 lead. Salem Hills will get the ball to start the second half. And Mark, what do the Skyhawks have to do here in the second half to make this game?
They got to get the running game going. They had no running game at all in that first half there. They were forced to pass a lot. And secondly, they got to get their quarterback to calm down just a little bit. He had 2 overthrown balls in that game, in that first half. This lead, honestly, could be 17-14 or 14-10. Honestly, they could have had a couple touchdowns in that in the first half. They have to slow down. They have to run their style, balance offense. They are down by 11, but they're getting the ball back. Run it like it is the first half. You'll be fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to remind you.
For Timpanogos, or on the other side, Jordan, keep the pedal to the metal. Honestly, they should have 4 touchdowns, considering they had 3 turnovers in the first half go their way. They just weren't able to capitalize on one of those, and they were able to score on 2 of them. So Timpanogos has an opportunity to open this game open and make sure that they have a statement win going into the playoff situation with one more week on their schedule. Salem Hill, it is ride or die. They have to win tonight.
Hiram Harris kicks it away, and he'll kick it into the end zone, and Salem Hills will get it at the 20 to start the second half.
End zone. Skyhawks bring it out. 20
Give a shameless plug to my mom and dad who are listening. Love you both. Thank you very much for listening and supporting me. Shout out to you, Jordan. Nice job today so far. Shout out to Bryson. Nice job over there, too.
And Zach back at our downtown Salt Lake City studios.
I forgot about Zach. Shame on me forgetting about Zach.
Doing a great job. Unbelievable.
You're doing a good job, buddy. I'm sorry I forgot.
So Salem Hills will take it at the 20. Jedi Nelson back out there, and he's going to start under center. 2 wide receivers to the right. Takes the snap, give it up the middle to the back, and he's going to work his way up the 20 and cut back to his left. He has some room to run. Makes another cutback, and he's to midfield. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Open up that running game, get some extra room to force their linebackers to sit back and give up this blitz concept that they're running all of first half. If they can force Timpanogos to sit back on their heels, Salem Hill has something that can work here as we have a Timpanogos player down.
We have an injured Timberwolf down back at the 16. So they're going to take a look at him. And hopefully he's okay. But, Martin, that is exactly the start you want if you're the Skyhawks.
Absolutely. You want a 25-yard play. Coming out of the first play of second half, give yourself that type of momentum. Give yourself that type of freedom in your offensive play calling. And give yourself something to work on, because right now, nothing in that first half was working well for Salem Hill. They had a couple moments, but nothing could be sustained. And so far, they're doing a good job of it on this drive.
They are. They're going to have 1st and 10 with the ball at the 47-yard line. We will be back in action next week, by the way, on a Wednesday night. Wednesday night high school football next week. As we have an update on the hockey out-of-town scoreboard, the Utah Hockey Club, a 5-4 win in overtime.
Wow.
Over the New York Islanders. They're 2-0. They've never lost, Martin.
Yeah, you know what? They're undefeated. 2-0.
In the history of the team.
Yeah, you know what? A great start for the Utah Hockey Club. I mentioned it earlier in the broadcast. Really good to see them win their first 2 games. Unfortunately, it comes at the Chicago Blackhawks' cost. Dylan Gunther with the overtime goal. His 4th of the season so far. He's leading the NHL in goals. I mean, the kid is sensational, So let's see what happens with the Utah Hockey Club. I'm very happy that they were able to sell out their building and put some fans in the seat and get some momentum going.
A reminder, your high school game of the week always brought to you and presented by Intermountain Bobcat. From powerful compact tractors and loaders to versatile excavators, Bobcat brings unmatched performance and reliability to get the job done. Visit your Intermountain Bobcat dealership today. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, Intermountain Bobcat helping homeowners and contractors conquer their projects since 1995. Mark, what are your keys here, your E3 energy cubes? If you had to go 3 keys for Salem Hills here in the second half, what would you go with? Because they struggled in the first half at times to score that football. What 3 keys here?
One key they already have established it so far in this second half. Run the ball. Get the running game going. Give yourself some type of momentum and some type of freedom in your play calling. Otherwise, you're going to be strapped to the play calling and passing all day. Number 2, get yourself some better situations in your passing. Jedi Nelson missed a couple opportunities to get 2 touchdowns on the board. Give him some more room. Get him more comfortable in the back. He might be injured. They have to figure out this blitzing package by Timpanogos. Figure out how to stop that and contain that and force Timpanogos back in coverage. And to flip the ball on the other side of the field to their defense, keep forcing Timpanogos in uncomfortable positions with their passing. They should have about 4 touchdowns. Instead, they have 2. Timpanogos has been uncomfortable at times with their play calling and their passing. And honestly, it's a good thing that the Salem Hill is doing that, but you have to continue it through this entire game. For Timpanogos, I would say offensively, make sure you stay with the intensity that you're going with. There's no huddle, forcing the Salem Hills defense on their heels, force them into those type of situations again. And honestly, and a last key for them is just have some fun. I mean, honestly, this is towards the end of the season, Jordan. I've been in this situation twice as a high school player. It's a fun time and it's a nerve-wracking time, and these type of games can determine how your state playoff is going to go, because you're either on the road or you're at home. You'd rather be at home.
So that injured Timberwolf helped off the field. Hopefully he's all right. And we are ready to go. Ball at the 47 of Salem Hills. Jedi Nelson in the pistol. Now moving to the shotgun. 3 wide receivers bunch to the right. He takes the snap, gives it up the middle. Some more running room, a lot of it. Up to the 40. He's going to break back inside and be knocked down at the 35.
Back-to-back run plays right here. As I have established already on the broadcast, they are running the ball, and this is exactly what Salem Hill wants to do.
Yeah, Tate Allred, the big carry there. So put him at the 35, 1st and 10, and Salem Hills in business.
And the injured Timpanogos player was Ma'e Moe. He's taken off. It looked like a leg injury for him.
Salem Hills and Jedi Nelson working under center now. 2 backs. Takes the snap, gives it to the back, up to the 30, down to the 25, and again, that's Tate Allred on the carry.
Yeah, and again, Timpanogos is bringing the blitz. They're not going to stay off of that blitz package that they have. They're going to keep trying to force the run game to go short, but Salem Hill getting the blocks that they want, getting the wide receivers to block and the tight ends to block. That's so important when the running game goes in the game, Jordan. If you can't get the running backs and the wide receivers and tight ends to block, there's no way you can block at all.
Spot him at the 26, brings up a 2nd and 1, 10:43 to play in the third quarter. Another reminder, our YouTube stream, the clock not official. Another under center play fake, rolling to his left, under pressure. He lofts one over the middle, and it's at the 5, 4, touchdown, Salem Hills!
And that's exactly what you want to do, Jordan. With all that running, with all that momentum that they were gaining on the ground, they run the play action play, a little rollout. They gave him enough time back there to throw the ball, Nelson, and he found his tight end through the middle of the field, got the touchdown. Salem Hill is back in this game.
It was the junior, Gus Johnson, on the reception, and how about that response from Salem Hills out of the half? 14-9, PAT pending.
This is exactly what you wanted to do, and this is probably exactly what the coaches talked about in the locker room at halftime. Hey, we need to run the ball, run some play action, force it down their throat.
Dinkins with the kick. It is blocked, and we have a flag again on a PAT.
I'm guessing the same thing, roughing the snapper.
That's the 3rd penalty flag on a point after tonight.
I think these guys got coached by Cam Chancellor all week on trying to figure out how to do that. Of course, you had a lot of fun memories of Cam Chancellor as a 49er fan, right, Jordan?
Tremendous memories. Thank you, Martin. The officials discussing it with Jeff Higginson, the Salem Hills head coach, so it's going to be on Timpanogos, you would think. Well, this is interesting. We'll see what the penalty is here.
Did you say holding?
Hurdling. And it's a retry. It's going to say if you move that up, you can make this a 3-point game with a 2-point conversion, but they're going to try and just kick it through.
It's better be safe than sorry, assuming.
Dinkins ready. Here's the snap. It's good. Kicks it through the uprights, and we have a 14-10 ball game. Salem Hills trailing by just 4 points.
Yeah, again, I mentioned it on that drive already, Jordan. 4 runs on that play. They threw the ball once. They ran their offense. They got their concepts and designs that they wanted to do. And honestly, they had Timpanogos in a bit of a flurry there. Let's see what they can do on defense now. Timpanogos has to come out with an answer here. Otherwise, the momentum is in Salem Hills' corner.
Absolutely. So Timpanogos going to get the ball back here. 10.5 just underway here in the second quarter for your Thursday night ESPN 960 Game of the Week. Now that's scoring summary, as always, brought to you by Les Schwab Tires. Check out their 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Visit your local Les Schwab today or book an appointment online at leschwab.com. Dinkins will kick it off from the 40.
Ten and a half to go. They ate 5 minutes up, almost 5 minutes up in that first drive there, and that is a beautiful design there from Salem Hill.
Dinkins with a good kick. It's going to land in the end zone, and Timpanogos will take it at the 20-yard line. So we'll see that Timpanogos offense here in the second half with Hillstead, Andrew Hillstead, the junior, 6'1", 195 at the helm.
Time to rejuvenate.
And to kind of relate this to BYU, a little simple shout out to BYU. We have Jedi Nelson, who's the brother of John Nelson from BYU, and Hillstead could possibly be a cousin or a brother of McKay Hillstead from BYU. So we have a little bit of a BYU quarterback battle here in this game here.
Family ties out there.
Yeah.
Shotgun snap to Hillstead, give it to the back, and not much doing right there. The Salem Hills front comes up big knocks him down at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job from that defensive line. They broke through every single block there. They got in the gaps, heads in the gaps. They were going to stop that run and force that team back. Good job.
Timpanogos back to the line. They hurry up. 10, or rather takes the snap. Back to pass. A lot of time. Throws underneath. Has his man. And then taken down hard at the 20. Given the 23 with forward progress. Was the receiver. And boy, that was a big hit.
And he's a little shaken up on that play. He looks like he's trying to walk it off there. It's number 17 for Timpanogos.
That was Corbin Yoder on the
He got
tackle.
hit. He's walking off the sideline.
Wow.
So down and long here.
3rd and 10 to go. Ball at their own 20-yard line. Trips to the right for Hillstead. Press coverage at the line of scrimmage. Now back to pass. Steps up in the pocket, rolling right, throws across his body, incomplete. That was a dangerous pass, but Salem Hills forces a 3 and out.
And all the momentum is starting to crawl into Salem Hills' corner. They look like a different football team versus the first half. They looked like they were asleep. They looked like they were trying to figure out Timpanogos. Now they have the recipes to figure out how to beat Timpanogos, and they're taking advantage of it, and they're forcing them in uncomfortable positions, and that's what you have to do with Hillstead. Force them in uncomfortable positions to throw the ball.
So Hiram Harris will punt it away from his own 6. A man back for Salem Hills at the 46, and he gets it away. A line drive kick. It's going to be caught at the 48. Taken to his right to the 50. Works his way up to about the Timpanogos. Take that back to Salem Hills 46-yard line, and a late flag comes out.
Yeah, let's see what the flag is. A better punt by Timpanogos as their first 2 punts in, the first 3 punts were horrible punts in the first half. That was a little bit better. It got past the 50-yard line.
See what we have here. Flag down at the 45-yard line. They're chatting about it, but Salem Hills is going to get the football back here, trailing 14-10. A lot of penalties in this game. So blindside block on Salem Hills back on 15 yards, and they'll put that one down at the 37.
Yeah, you can't have those type of plays. Again, you can't throw those late hits, and when they're trying to tackle and bring everybody down, keep your hands clean, keep your body clean, and just try to just run down the field and just try to be in front of someone. Don't be behind somebody.
So Nelson under center again. 2 backs in the backfield. He takes it, give it to the setback, and he will cut back towards the middle of the field, has a first down and more, all the way up to the 50-yard line.
Again, that's their 5th run of the second half already. Only 1 pass in the second half for the touchdown. And again, Salem Hill is trying to get back to what they know they are. It's a run-power team, and they're doing it so far so good in the second half. Already over 60 yards on the ground.
The Skyhawks just gashing the Timpanogos front right now. Again, they huddle, take their time. Under center, takes it, give it to the back again. Takes it right down the middle for a gain of 3 or 4. And you mentioned that injured Timpanogos player went up. That was defensive lineman and a good one for them.
Yeah, that was. And again, they came up with a good stop here on the second down play, limiting the run, making sure that they weren't going to get the big explosive play to get the first down. Nice job by the Timpanogos defensive line and linebackers to come up.
Brings up a 2nd and 7 from the Timberwolves 47-yard line. Nelson now going to back up and play it from the shotgun.
And this is where this slow offense comes into play for Salem Hill. They've controlled this clock already in the second half.
Put him in the pistol. He's back to pass. Timpanogos brings pressure, gets rid of the ball quickly. Has a man. He breaks 1 tackle. Down to the 30, the 20. Greengrass in front of him. 5. Touchdown, Salem Hills. And they have their first lead of the game.
That's exactly what they wanted to do. I'm going to keep emphasizing it just because it's an easy answer, but that's what you want to do. You want to force them back on their heels. It's Timpanogos defense. Give them an opportunity to get the touchdown. A simple little curl comeback route inside gives Salem Hill an opportunity to score. He breaks 2 tackles. He beats it to the end zone. Touchdown.
Grayson Wilson gets repaid after he made that phenomenal catch in the first half, was wiped out by a penalty, gets the touchdown here. So 16-14, and here is the PAT. Snap is good. The kick is up and through. And Salem Hills leads it 17-14.
Even better, we have no flags.
Absolutely.
Great drive there from Salem Hill. Again, they ran the ball 3 times on that drive. They threw it only once on that drive, and the one time they threw it, they're able to break a tackle, get into the end zone, score a touchdown, and now they got Timpanogos in a very uncomfortable position here, Jordan. They have not been trailing this entire game, and now they're down by 3. What are they going to do? All right, it's 8:28 left on the clock, Jordan. Literally, Timpanogos has been only on the field for 30 seconds. Salem Hill has eaten up almost 7 minutes in this third quarter. They are doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. This is an uncomfortable position for Timpanogos. They got to answer back on this drive.
What a turn of events. 14 unanswered. And Dinkins ready to kick it away. And the problem with the go fast, go hard that the Timpanogos offense runs is here Dinkins approaches. And it's going to be popped up, and this is going to be fielded at the 1. They're going to bring it out to the 15, and he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Great coverage from Salem Hills.
He never had a chance to break any of that. They contained on him. 6, 7 guys got to the ball. That's exactly what you want to be doing. My old coach back in high school would have told me that. All right, you got to contain, run down, tackle, and get the ball and try to force a turnover right there. They weren't able to force a turnover, but a great stoppage.
And just to finish that thought, the issue with the Timberwolves going so fast is unless you're getting first downs, you're putting your defense right back out on the field again.
Yeah.
3 wide receivers bunched to the right. Ball at the 15. Hillstead takes it, gives it to the back. He has some running room up to the 20 where he's getting tackled.
And honestly, what I've seen from Timpanogos, not to cut you off, I apologize, Jordan, is that they're calling the same plays. These speed options, these quick read options, these quick, simple routes. There's not too much to their offense, but they just run fast.
Empty backfield for Hillstead. Back to pass. Lofts one to the left side, and it goes through the hands of Jamison Jones, and that brings up a crucial 3rd and 5 here.
Exactly what I'm talking about. Jamison Jones ran. That's probably his 15th route of a seam route, of a 9 route. He just runs down the sidelines, and Willstead is supposed to time that pass. I just don't know if Timpanogos can keep this up with this offense.
They need 5 yards. Ball at the 20. Shotgun snap. Roll him to the right. Looking. A lot of time. Has some running room. He's going to take it himself. He's going to get hit hard at the 20, but he has the first down.
He had 2 options right there. He had the running back roll out, and with him on the flat, they also had his tight end going towards the corner of the sideline there, where he decided to keep himself and get the first down.
All at the 27. 1st and 10, Timpanogos. 3 wide receivers to the short side of the field. Shotgun snap, play fake, throw the slant over the middle, and it is knocked away, incomplete.
Again, trying to hit Jamison Jones on that play right there. Decided to tell him to go inside instead of keeping running the seam route outside. Let's see what they do here.
So they hustle to the line, again, trips to the right. 2nd and 10. He gives it to the back. Has 3 or 4 before he's taken down at the 31.
3rd down and 6 here, Jordan. They're going to have to throw the ball. That's exactly what everyone's expecting at this very moment. The question is, are they going to hit the inside route or the outside route?
Offense to the line with haste. 2 wide receivers to each side. One man in the backfield. Shotgun snap. Hillstead looking. A little out pattern. Has his man. He is hit at the point of completion, and he's short of the first down.
And exactly, they proved my point. They were instead going to hit the inside route, try to get them to move, and try to get that first down with extra yardage. They decided not to hit the outside route here, and it looks like they're going for it on 4th down.
Indeed, 4th and 3 from the 34. A big moment in this game. Empty backfield, trips to the right. Hillstead looks over at the sideline. Change up the call. 2 wide receivers on that short side of the field. Play clock now under 10. They move some guys around. Play clock at 4. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Hillstead, a quick throw to the left. It is caught, but it's right near the first down marker.
It looks like he's got it.
No signal yet, but that should move the chains, and it does. First down and 10.
Very nice play there. That's number 17 for Timpanogos there on the play.
They hustle. Ball at the 36. Hillstead back to pass. Throws over the middle. Short. I say over the middle. I beg your pardon. Out to the boundary. Wanted Jamison Jones, and he underthrew him.
It's incomplete. Bring up.
So Parker Harvey was the last one, the intended receiver on the last play to get the fourth down play there for Timpanogos. As again, they're still running no huddle here, even with that, and they're trying to get the ball boy off the field again.
2 wide receivers stacked to each
He was on
side.
the field, actually.
And a fake handoff. He'll run it up the middle, maybe a little read option there. He'll gain about 4 on the play.
On the quarterback keeper, this one done by number 54, Dagger Archuleta of the Skyhawk defense.
Under 6 to play in the third quarter. The Skyhawks with a 17-14 lead over Timpanogos. 3rd down and 8.
Already 10 minutes burned off the clock.
Shotgun snap to Hillstead. Back to pass. Stepping up in the pocket. Throws over the middle. It's picked up. Picked up by the linebacker. Takes it back to the 30, 20, but he gets it back in zone. He's going to go all the way. He takes it to the house.
That's Tate Allred, the running back, senior running back for Salem Hill. He just read that play perfectly. Hillstead never looked off his receiver in the middle of the field. He read that play all the way. He grabbed it. He beat Hillstead on the tackle there. He runs into the end zone. Touchdown, Salem Hill. And what a turnaround here, Jordan. You'll mention it here in a second. That's 20 unanswered points. That's in almost 10 minutes of a quarter. This is amazing of a comeback from Salem Hill. What an amazing interception and what an amazing comeback.
Unbelievable. Here is Dinkins with the extra point attempt. Kicks it through. It's 24-14 Salem Hills.
And you can feel all the shocked faces, all the shocked momentum, all the shocked energy that anybody on Timpanogos sideline or in the grandstands have at the very moment. They are stunned. 14-3 turns into 24-14 with 5.5 left to go in the third quarter. Amazing job from Salem Hill. This is amazing adjustment from the coaches. They put their players in the right position, gave them the right speech, and now they're winning this game by 10.
And Tate Allred, I don't know that the quarterback ever saw him.
I don't think so either.
What a play. He is definitely a candidate for our Defense Drinks Defensive Player of the Game. Another reminder, Defense Drinks, a collagen-based formula. No added sugars, high electrolyte content, no caffeine. Get 20% off your order using code ESPN960 at defensedrinks.com.
You know, I thought we were going to say Parsi Harvey at the end of the night for that interception they had earlier in the game against Hayes in the first quarter. We're like, man, we already got the defensive play of the game already. Nah. So Allred put it right up there. That is going to be a tough decision later tonight, Jordan.
Well, the good news is if you're Timpanogos, a lot of time left. The kickoff is short, taken at the 1. It's going to be taken out to the 15, and again taken down at the 16-yard line.
Again, short fieldage here for Timpanogos. They're not comfortable when they're forced back into their own end zone here. They need that type of momentum and that type of fieldage to get their offense going.
What's Timpanogos have to do here in the second half? What's the difference between the first half and the second half?
First half, they were able to get Salem Hill uncomfortable because of the 3 turnovers. So they forced them into situations that they were uncomfortable with having to come back and throw the football a lot. What they have been able not to do in this second half is get their passing going. They got to find a couple passes to give them some room. They got to get too close to the 50-yard line. Otherwise, their offense doesn't work.
Hillstead in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers bunched to the right. He's going to hand it off, and the back going to push his way toward the 18 where he's knocked down.
Nice job there from Salem Hill's defense.
We'll see. Timpanogos going to hurry up, but they've slowed down a little bit.
Just a tad.
Oh, spotted out about the
2nd and 9. They gave him 1 on the play. Make it 2, 2nd and 8. Hillstead in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Going to roll right. Still rolling right under pressure. Now he's going to turn it upfield and run for it. Has the 20, has the 25, and he steps out of bounds just shy of the 30. First down, Timpanogos.
And those are the type of decisions Hillstead needs to make, which is don't force the ball in uncomfortable positions. Take the yards you can get and keep the no-huddle offense going. That's exactly what you have to do with that type of offense.
Trying to get into a rhythm here. 4:53, clock stopped here in the third quarter. Timpanogos trailing by 10. Hillstead back to pass. Throws it to the short side of the field. It is off the fingertips. Did he hold on to it? He did. He completed the pass at the 35. Boy, if you went away at halftime and just came back, Salem Hills has exploded for 21 unanswered points. 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap, Hillstead. Backpedaling to his right, throws to the left, wants Jamison Jones overthrew him, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, I don't know why he forced himself into a bad throw right there. He had exactly what he wanted in that situation. All he had to do was take the flat and get the first down. All you're trying to do is get the first down. Instead, he tried to go for the home run play with Jones, and it just went incomplete.
So 3rd and 2, they'll say. Ball at the 35, and now we have whistles waiting for the ball boy to hustle off. That kid has a tough job tonight. Timpanogos wants to go so fast, he doesn't have enough time to get the football.
He's trying to run off that field as fast as he can.
Give it to the back. I believe he has the first down. He does. Put him at the 39, and that moves the chains. I think that was Dash McCann on the carry.
Who has seen very limited work and in the running game tonight.
Make it Woodbury. Now another give to the back. He's going to make his way across the 40 up to the 43.
Good tackle there from Salem Hill, not to give him any room to run any further than that. He took a hard hit, and he's laying down on the ground at the moment.
Official timeout on the field.
Shout out to the medical staffs who keep responding very immediately to these players who are getting hurt. Good job from them.
To figure out who that was.
I believe it was Woodbury.
So a timeout for an injured Timpanogos player with 4 minutes even to play here in the 3rd quarter. A 10-point lead for Salem Hills. And that's Gabe Graff. Is that Gabe? Excuse me.
No, that's Woodbury.
That would be, yeah, you're right. Hudson Woodbury, I beg your pardon.
He walks on the field under his own power. Good on him.
Woodbury, the senior, 5'6", 150 pounds. You know, that's somebody you'd like to see get into the eye. We haven't called Gabe Graff's name a lot tonight.
No, and he's the top receiver on this team, considering he has nearly almost double-digit touchdowns and almost 1,000 yards of receiving yards on the year. He has been very, very quiet. Salem Hill's defense has been able to contain him all night and force the passes to Jamison Jones to see whether he can step up as the top receiver. But so far, they've been pretty good. As there's a late discussion here from Timpanogos coaching staff.
So 2nd down and 6. Ball at their own 30. Ball at their own 43. Empty backfield. Hillstead in the gun. 5 wide receivers. Shotgun snap. Takes a hit as he lets it go. It's underthrown. Some contact in the secondary. No flag.
No flag. And, I don't like to call offensive lineman because I was an offensive lineman back in high school, Jordan, and it's a very tough position to play. But when your left tackle just gives up a complete and total whiff of a block right there and gets your quarterback hit, I would be in that huddle telling them, hey, get your stuff together. Otherwise, I'm going to tell the coach.
3rd and 6. Ball at the 43. Hillstead in the gun, takes the snap, looking over the middle, has his man caught near the marker, and he's going to be wrapped up at the 46, 47-yard line, and he's short.
Yeah, he's about 1.5 yards short, and there's no question in my mind they're going to go for it. Depending on the play here, I do not believe they'll run it. I believe they'll throw a little short pattern pass.
So here we go. Ball at the 48, 4th and 1. He's going to stick in the gun. And movement on the wide receiver, and that is going to be a false start.
And they're going to call a false start. They could have called encroachment on the defense as well, so at about the same time. They're going to call it on 13 on Timpanogos.
That's if it is 13, that's Mills. So set him back. It's going to be 4th and 6 now. Ball at the 43, and that changes everything. Timpanogos still going to go for it. 2 wide receivers stacked to each side. 1 back in the backfield. Hillstead takes the shotgun snap. Back to pass. Looking left. Still looking. Has time. Now flushed out to his right. He's going to try and run for it. Doesn't have a lot of room. Now he's going to be taken down well short of the first down. Back at his own 39-yard line. And Salem Hills is going to take over on downs.
And it's safe to say at this point, Jordan, with 2:50 left to go, all the momentum and all of the energy and everything that could go in to combine that is in Salem Hills' corner. They have stolen this game from Timpanogos. Again, you go back to those opportunities they couldn't capitalize in the first half, have come back to bite them in the butt.
And they're going to mark it at the 41, give him forward progress, nowhere near that first down marker. So here comes Jedi Nelson and that Salem Hills offense. 3 wide receivers split to the right.
Stop him, Arrowhead Trail, Spanish Wolf.
in the pistol. Nelson takes the snap, low snap, gives it to the back. He's going to sprint out to the right, break one tackle, turn it upfield, and get inside the 40 to about the 38. On the carry was Tragan Fusselman.
Yeah, he's been busy all night in the reception area, in the running game. He has been one of their answers in this second half for this comeback. Salem Hill, again, taking their time to eating that clock. And this is what we were talking about in the first half, Jordan, as, hey, why aren't they getting up to the line? Why are they not rushing? Why are they not trying to come back in this game? This has all been part of their plan, and now we're starting to see it come out to play. Very methodical, very timing.
2nd and 7. Now give it to the back again, and a good gain all the way down to the 31.
First down here from Salem Hill. Good run there again. They keep running these power trap runs, trying to get the running back enough room inside between the guards and the tackles to sneak in and get those extra yardage. And so far it has been absolutely a home run play for Salem Hill.
It's tough on the color commentator because when Timpanogos is on the field, you got to talk so fast and get your point in there. With Salem Hills, we can just take our time and have a conversation.
I could do my taxes at this
point.
point.
No kidding. Play clock hitting 10 in the shotgun. Jedi Nielsen again gives it to the back. He's going to work his way up toward the 27-yard line where he's taken down.
And you mentioned that, Jordan. In the first half, it looked like the no-huddle offense for Timpanogos was getting to Salem Hill. It was draining them. They weren't able to get their offense going and the momentum that they wanted. In the second half, the methodical, the slow pace, the very, very particular type style that they're play calling from Salem Hill, it's starting to get to Timpanogos. They're on their toes. They're on their heels, and this defense is tired. And they only got a minute left in the third quarter.
They get to the line, 10 seconds on the play clock. 55 seconds to play in the quarter. 2nd and 6, ball at the 27. 2 wide receivers to each side. Shotgun snap. It's a quarterback run. He's going to take it to the 25 and turn it up and get knocked down inside the 15.
Good run there from Jedi Nelson. He's going to give the read option. He's going to fake it. He's going to roll out. He's going to get the block from his wide receiver and gain 15 yards on the run. Salem Hill doing exactly what they're doing. And a touchdown here would be wide open, would make the game completely out of hand.
Mark him down at the 12. They'll huddle up, 35 on the game clock, 20 on the play clock. They got to snap it at least one more time. Again, Nelson, this time he's going to go under center. 2 backs. 2 wide receivers to the left. Takes the snap, give it to the back, and right up the gut, he's taken down. Maybe gets a yard.
Good stop there from the Timpanogos defense right there.
And Salem Hills is going to let this one tick away, and we will go to quarter number 4. It is the Skyhawks 24 and the Timpanogos 14. It's your ESPN 960 Game of the Week.
PostNet, we offer quality printing, packing, and shipping services. But we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by one of our Utah PostNet locations today. You'll be greeted with a friendly attitude, experienced professionals, and the very best service. When you need it done right, get into PostNet in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, and West Valley City, and let them design and print your next project, ship a package, and so much more. Find us at postnet.com.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job.
Welcome back to Salem Hills High School as we head to the 4th quarter. The Skyhawks leading the Timpanogos Timberwolves 24-14. Salem Hills has scored 21 unanswered points.
Yeah, they did not do it quietly at all. Jordan, in that 12-minute quarter, they probably ate about almost 8 to 9, 10 minutes on the clock themselves. That's exactly what Salem Hill wanted to do from the very start of the game, which was be methodical, control the clock, force this Timpanogos defense to stay on the field and keep their no-huddle offense off the field. And so far, that has been the very same response that Salem Hill has been able to impact in this game.
They're knocking on the door again. Ball at the 11, 2nd and 9. Get a first down at the 2. Takes the snap, rolling right. Nelson running out of room, gonna throw it, and he got his man. Did he stay in bounds in the end zone? No. Oh, wow, a close play. He tried to tiptoe his way there on the sideline in the end zone. Couldn't do it.
And that was very close to him passing the line of scrimmage. Almost getting called for that there on that play, as there's no flags on the field. Doesn't look like they'll call anything.
No, he wanted Higginson, and Higginson made the grab, I thought, but just couldn't drag the foot.
He almost made a Chris Carter type catch in the end zone with the 2 feet there and trying to get the touchdown. Just couldn't keep everything in the end zone, and so they're going to have to retry that.
That is the perfect way to describe it. Chris Carter catch. Ball at the 11. Brings up a 3rd and 9 here, and Salem Hills is going to take a timeout. So their first timeout in the second half. They spend it with 11:55 to play in the fourth quarter.
To me, the best feed in the NFL was Chris Carter and Jerry Rice. I think they had the best footwork in the NFL that has ever seen.
Chris Carter would have been pleased with the effort.
Hey, you would have been very pleased with that effort.
So a big play here for Salem Hills. They don't want to settle for just 3 right now. They want to try to put this game out of reach.
A 17-point cushion lead with 11 minutes and 55 seconds left on the clock here, Jordan, would be absolutely a perfect type of momentum for them. But on the other hand, it's 3rd down and 9. It isn't like a 3rd down and goal from the 4 or from the 3-yard line. They're going from the 11-yard line. They're going to have to call some type of pattern pass here that gets them the touchdown so that they don't have to make the decision on whether to kick the field goal or go for it on 4th down.
Reminder, join Bryce Larson tomorrow morning on ESPN 960 from 8 to 10 a.m. He'll be talking about this one, as well as all the Thursday night football action, the playoffs in the American League.
You also talk about Dave Thompson, the WAC commissioner, stepping down, taking the Big 12 job.
Yeah, that was some news coming out this morning, so a lot to get through tomorrow morning, 8 to 10 a.m. on ESPN 960.
Thomas, all through it.
Here we go, 3rd and 9. Nelson back to pass, throws for the corner of the end zone. Nothing there, and it brings up 4th down. We'll see. They send in the field goal unit.
Yeah, it was a favorable type play to call there. You want to go for the corner route there into the end zone, but just couldn't complete the pass there to the wide receiver. Let's see if they can get a field goal here, go up by 13.
They're going to be about a 28-yarder. That's Dinkins out there, the right-footed kicker. The ball is centered. Here's the snap. It's good. The hold. The kick is up, and he knocks it through. So the Skyhawks add 3 more. It is 27-14.
24 unanswered points from them in a quarter and a minute. That's just impressive. I got to give it to the Salem Hill Skyhawks. Very impressive comeback.
Well, if any team is equipped to come back, it's the Timpanogos Timberwolves with that no-huddle offense. They can score very quick.
They can, but that offense has been sitting on the sidelines for some time, and that's been kind of their issue, Jordan, is that their offense sitting on the sideline for so long, they get rusty. They don't have the momentum to go off of. We had all the punts, we had all the turnovers, so they were able to stay fresh and come back onto the field versus sitting on the bench for 6.5 minutes watching the other team drive down the field. It's a gut wrench and a momentum stopper in itself. And so they need an opportunity here on this drive to score to get back in this game. Otherwise, I think it's a wrap. And that's early to say in the fourth quarter.
Deacons will kick it away from the 40. 2 men back for Timpanogos. Kick is away. It's a line drive toward the corner of the end zone, and it's into the end zone. So Salem Hills, or excuse me, Timpanogos will take it at the 20. I'm a little surprised he kicked it into the end zone, Martin, after how good this kick coverage has been in the second half.
Absolutely, but as a special teams coach, you're never going to say no to a kick going in through the end zone. And if you haven't noticed, Jordan, also, since Salem Hill has taken this lead, their kicking has gotten better. They were doing those couple squib kicks in the first half. They looked terrible. They had the penalty on one of the kickoffs. Now they're methodical. Now they're strategic, and they're able to get themselves in good positions to force this Timpanogos offense into uncomfortable positions.
Wow. A personal foul on the receiving team, Timpanogos, half the distance, so that's going to put it at a 10.
That doesn't help at all.
That is, I don't know what the call or what the personal foul was exactly, but a ball that goes through the end zone, it's not good. So shotgun, 2 wide receivers stacked to each side. Now a quick throw out to the right. He has Jones at the 10, working his way upfield. He gets hit hard at the 16 and taken down.
So far, they have started on the 16, on the 18, on the 12, and on the 10-yard line. Those have been their starting positions for Timpanogos' drives in this second half, and it has been gut-wrenching to them. Let's see what they can do to change that.
Hillstead hustles to the line, throws it out to the left, a little screen. Caught up to the 24 and taken down at the 26. Good for a first down.
This is what Timpanogos wants to do. 2 good completions, 2 good short passes. They want to get Salem Hills defense off their own tempo.
1st and 10. They hustle to the line, take the shotgun snap. Give it to the back, and he has 5 yards. Take it up past the 30.
2 passes, 1 run so far in 3 plays on this drive as they get the signal calls.
Trailing by 13 with 11 minutes to play. Trips to the right. Hillstead in the gun. 1 back to his left. He's back to pass. Looking. Quick throw down the right sideline. Has a man. It is incomplete.
Yeah, they're trying to connect with number 13 there.
That is LaPre.
Kyle LaPre. And again, they just keep telling them, hey, run these seam routes, run these out routes, run these 9 routes. Just simple timing plays, and it's just not working for them.
3rd and 5. Hillstead takes the snap. Back to pass. Throws over the middle. Too high. Incomplete. LaPre, again, the intended target, wanted a flag. He didn't get it, and that brings up a 4th and medium, and they're keeping the offense obviously out on the field.
And he has a little bit of an argument. There was a little bit of tug at the end of it, but again, when the pass is over your own head, Jordan, there's not really much you can call there as a referee to say, hey, that's a pass interference or not.
Timberwolves have it at their own 31. Play clock at 15. Trips to the right. They need 5 yards to keep the drive alive. Empty backfield. Shotgun snap. Hillstead back to pass under pressure. Flush to the right. Has a man underneath and he dropped it. He was wide open and had a little room to run. They wanted Woodbury again, and he couldn't reel it in, and they turn it over on down.
He heard footsteps. He heard footsteps all around him, and it's starting to get to Timpanogos. And this is just another point to add to the coaching staff when they talk to their team tomorrow or Saturday. Hey, what happened on these passes? We should have had these completed. We should have been continuing the drive, and their only answer is going to be, Coach, I was just not into it mentally.
So Salem Hills takes over at the Timpanogos 31. And boy, it's the old cliche, tell of 2 halves tonight.
And especially in the sense that one team had to come back. They only had 3 points in the first half, and to sit with 27 points is such a difference.
Nelson gives it to the back, right up the gut. He's going to work his way down to the 26, but we're going to get a flag in the area of holding.
By number 49.
Yeah, it looks like they're already pointing towards Salem Hill.
Holding markers down on the play.
So
it looks like he's on number 54 for Salem Hill.
we'll wait for the call, but they're moving backwards. So back him up to the 41. 1st and 20.
After penalty being marked off, ball will be spotted at the
clock at 10:43 to play.
20 for the Skyhawk. I'd like to thank Sunrock Building Confidence is a quality supplier of concrete, asphalt, aggregate, masonry block, construction materials, and services.
It might be silly, Jordan, but in this situation, I have a feeling they're going to call a run. But in most teams would be like, wait, why would you do that? You just got to get some type of room.
Nelson under center, gives it to the running back, and he makes his way inside the 40 down at the, say, the 37.
And that's exactly what you want from that type of play, okay? It's 1st down and 15. All you want to do is get in that situation of a 2nd down and 12, a 2nd down and 11. Give yourself a better chance at calling one of your long 2nd down passes so you can gain the yardage that you lost.
They're going to let this clock obviously tick down at 10:15, 18 on the play clock. And now they just start to huddle. They get the play in now. So the man with the play gets over to the right hash on the far sideline with 8 seconds on the play clock. They got to hustle. 6, 5, they get to the line. 4, they may have to burn a timeout here. Now under center, 1 on the play clock. They get it off. Play action pass, back to pass. Looking down the right sideline, end zone. It is incomplete.
That was almost a complete and total play that would have taken the entire roof off this entire building, though there is not a roof where we're sitting. But, man, what a play that would have been to try to get that play off just before the end of the clock and try to get yourself in a position to score.
Wanted Talon flowered, and he almost came down with it.
That would have been one heck of a play.
Well, it's good news if you're Timpanogos. Clock stops with 9:50 on a 3rd and 16 here.
And again, they got to go in a no huddle here.
Well, the play clock is down to 7. They don't have the play in. They're going to have to burn a timeout here.
I think they will. And that's their second timeout already in the second half.
It is. So you hate to do that on a 3rd and 16, I imagine, but they do. They use the timeout. Gives us a chance to remind you that every ESPN 960 game of the week is brought to you by PostNet. Virtual mail scans directly to your phone or computer and lets you decide to forward, recycle, shred, or pick it up at your local PostNet. PostNet at 826 Expressway Lane, right down here in Spanish Fork, has virtual mail ready for you. Learn more at postnet.com. PostNet, dependable solutions.
I'll give a shout out to the Salem Hill student section that's right below us, Jordan. Showing a little Breast Cancer Awareness Month affiliation with wearing all the pink tonight. Good on them to show some appreciation and support to that organization.
Band out as well on a Thursday night. Good crowd on hand.
It's so weird to say for like high school game on a Thursday night. It's just like the NFL. It's just so awkward.
You're telling me, Martin. I produce a morning radio show.
Don't fall asleep. Tomorrow is work.
No kidding. Shotgun snap. Back to pass on 3rd and 16. Under pressure. Throws one over the middle, and he has his man, but it's dropped. Hit him right in the numbers, down inside the 10, but he couldn't hold on.
You know, when you get those halftime snacks of either Butterfingers or oranges or something like that, you're supposed to eat them. You're not supposed to continue eating them throughout the entire game. He must have had his Butterfinger in his hands because he just dropped that completely out of his hands right there. And that was number 4 for Salem Hill.
That was Higginson, who's usually very reliable. So now on 4th and 16 from the 37, they send in the offense.
Not a bad idea at this point with your defense stuffing up Timpanogos for no points already in this second half.
Well, you're kind of in no man's land, but it is 4th and 16. No matter. Takes the shotgun snap. Back to pass. Throws off his back foot, and it's going to fall well incomplete. Nowhere near the marker. So Timpanogos holds, and they take over with 9:41 to play here in the half. Or here in the game, I beg your pardon.
So let's see if Timpanogos can take advantage of this field position. You mentioned no man's land there, Jordan. If that was a giveaway drive by Salem Hill, they need their defense to come out and stuff this Timpanogos offense again to force them in a punt situation. Because, as I mentioned it, there's 4 drives in the second half. They've started inside the 20. This is their first drive starting outside the 30.
Shotgun snap coming to Hillstead. 2 wide receivers to each side. He takes it, gives it to the back, working his way up the middle, gets hit at the line of scrimmage. He maybe gets 2. They're going to mark him at the 40. Give him 3. So they hustle to the line. 9:28 in rolling.
Yeah, that was Zach McCann. And I believe Dash and Zach are brothers because they have the same last name.
Salem Hill's leading 27-14. Shotgun snap again. This time back to pass, looking over the middle. And he fires a fastball that's incomplete over the middle, and we have an injured Timpanogos Timberwolf, and that's Dash McCann.
Yeah, that's... No, is that? Yeah, that is Dash. It looks like he's getting off his own power.
Yeah, gets to his feet. An official timeout. Officials timeout. Brings up a 3rd and 7 from the 40.
This is starting to feel a little bit, Jordan, like the If you know your history of NFL there, to all the fans out there, like the body bag game with the Eagles and the Redskins, when the Eagles had like 13 players get hurt in one game. Timpanogos keeps getting their players hurt.
It's a throwback. Here we go, 3rd and 7. Back to pass. Hillstead looking. Dumps one off underneath and tackled right away.
Good tackle.
Guy of the 45.
That was dragged down by number 24. That's Austin Hicks. And what a great tackle he made in the middle of the field. That wide receiver for Timpanogos could have gotten the first down and kept the drive alive, but no. Hicks said, no, I'm going to stop you right here.
Here's 4th and 4. Trips to the left. Back to pass. Hillstead looking left. Lost one up down the left sideline, and no one near there.
As they'll turn the ball over again on drives.
Henderson Jones.
I mean, just nothing open over there at all. And as you mentioned, Martin, Salem Hills will take over with 8:40 to play in the game and leading by 13.
And that risk of throwing that drive away on 4th down came back to pay for Salem Hill in their pocket, as they'll now have the ball on Timpanogos' side of the field here, and they're in good field position to make this game even more of a blowout.
They will try to run some clock here, but Jedi Nelson working from the shotgun. 3 wide receivers split to the right.
I believe you have to have about 3 touchdowns for a running clock.
Now it's a quarterback keeper. He's going to run to the left, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds. That is bounds. That's not what he wanted to do. Maybe gets 1 on the play.
Yeah, you want to keep the clock moving, not stop it.
All right.
So give him 2. 2nd and 8. Ball spotted at the 42-yard line.
Bring up 2nd and 8 for the Skyhawk. We'd like to thank our side. Located in Spanish Creek, Utah. This is a family-owned and operated farm. Hey, for local farming and livestock. Italian livestock.
Now Nelson under center. Strong eye. 2 wide receivers to the right. Give it to the deep back. Bakes his way to the 40. Cuts back inside and is tripped up at the 32. That's good enough for a first down for the Skyhawks.
This little offset I formation for them has worked completely better in the second half versus the first half. They ran that play a couple times in the first half. We're not able to get anything they wanted, but in the second half, they've been able to get the blocking down better, and that run power style for Salem Hill is completely paying off for them at this point.
1st and 10. Clock rolls, 8:13 to play. Ball at the 31, and again, that offset eye, as you mentioned, Martin. Nelson under center, waiting for that play clock to dip under 5. Takes the snap, gives it to the deep back, and he's going to make his way inside the 30, taken down at the 27.
You know, it's very rare, Jordan, now these days, as you and I were fans in the mid-2000s of the NFL and college football, we saw everybody line up under snap. Everybody was under center, and that's how you called plays. To see them throw out a lot of shotgun these days, and now to see some I formation play action, it's good to see some old school football come back.
It is. I agree with you. The Halton High School football this year, we have rarely seen guys under center.
Yeah.
Almost everything in the shotgun. 2nd and 7 from the 28.
It's also good to see quarterbacks take command of the offense, too. That's very rare these days, too.
Play clock at 3. Takes the snap under center at 1. Give it to the running back again. He's going to cut to the left. He has some room inside the 20, 15, 10, 5. And he is knocked out of bounds at the 1, but we have a flag all the way back at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold. They'll come back. One of the offensive linemen got a little too early with one of the poles.
What does that mean exactly?
What that means is once you're trying to get this blocking down, you know, you try to get them into their shoulder pads and their hands right there. And when they try to bounce outside, you have so much of that momentum grabbing them on that they're going to see that tug, they're going to see that pull, they're going to force that. And every time the referee's going to throw that. So you have to get your timing on your block and on your set to pull out and get in front of the linebacker or the defensive lineman earlier so that you can get away with some of that sneaky type blocking. Otherwise, they'll call it every time.
So put them back at the 38, 2nd and 17 for the Skyhawks. We're under 7 minutes to play. Again, they have a 13-point lead. They've scored 24 unanswered points. Under center. Nelson takes the snap, gives it to the back, and he has some room. Going to bounce out to the left, inside the 30, inside the 25, and he's going to be wrestled down, and he smartly stays in bound at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, they continue to call this offset power eye run, and they're just keep running it to the left side. They have not called it to the right side. They have not attempted a pass either. Salem Hill is going to try to run this clock down, and they're trying to eat it much. I expect them to probably try to score with maybe about 3 minutes left, so they got about 3 minutes to continue to burn.
Reminder, stick around after the game for our post-game show. We'll recap this one, look ahead to next week. Play clock at 12, first and 10, ball at the 20.
Taking their time, walking up to the line, taking their time and calling plays, and it looks like they're going to have to call their final timeout, maybe.
Yeah, play clock at 1. Nelson takes the snap, gets it off just in time, and he runs into the running back. It was a broken play, and he's going to be taken down north of the 25.
And a flag, and comfortableness came in there at that very moment, Jordan. They were too comfortable, and they messed up on the play. Another flag.
Might be a face mask. We'll see what we get here.
Well, even being 6'8", somehow the Jumbotron speaker still getting your way. How is that possible?
I was telling Bryce during halftime, it was like Club Salem Hills in here, that up here on the top of the press box, right next to the giant, the Marshall stack, it seems like, of speakers. What did he do? We'll never know.
A personal foul, so he must have.
We'll never know, Martin.
You got me. I've never heard simple officiating calling in my life. I've had referees take 5 minutes to explain why they were holding it, and this is just a little bit of a shell-shocking calling.
So take them all the way back to the 41, 5:53 to play.
And he could have been like that referee in the NFL a long time ago, been like, he was giving him the business. He could have at least given us that type of answer.
That's right. Second down and 31. That's right. Second and 31. Play clock under 20, but the clock does roll. Mark him back there. So Jedi Nelson gonna go under center, offset eye, just waiting for that play clock to dip under 10. It does. Still not ready. Now they go. Here's the snap, pitch to the left, short side of the field. He's going to turn it upfield at the 40, try to cut back inside. He does at the 35 and works his way all the way down to the 25. What a run.
To even go from second and 35 to third down and 15, that's remarkable.
And guess who it was? Tate Allred, who might be our Defense Strings defensive player of the game.
He might just get player of the game, period.
Absolutely. You see the shot of him on the television side. Third down and 15 after the 16-yard run.
Tough kid, too, playing both sides of the ball. 60-minute men are known in college football or in the NFL anymore, but it's good to see 60-minute guys in high school football.
Under 4:45 to play. Under center. Nelson gives it right back to Allred. Cut it down to the right, and he's going to be taken down at the 20-yard line. So it's going to bring up a fourth and about 10 for the Skyhawks. The clock continues to roll.
Yeah, we're going to get the PAT team here.
So they bring out the right-footed kicker, Porter Dinkins. He's going to try and knock it through from about 37 yards out.
He hit from 41, so this should be just a chip shot for him.
We'll call it 38. Ball centered. Play clock under 10. 4 minutes to play. Here's the snap. It's low. Hold is good. The kick is up. It is good. It sneaks through that right upright. And the Skyhawks add 3 more. It's 30-14 with 3:50 to play.
His first field goal in the first half, Jordan, he went with those little short golf swings that you try to get onto the green. He tried to swing it as far as he could. This one, he went with a little putt shot that went a little too high, but it still had enough momentum to get over the goalpost. Again, very impressive from Salem Hill. Such a comeback, 27 points unanswered. Very, very impressed.
Martin, in the first half, when we saw this Timpanogos offense, this game has completely flipped. Timpanogos has been unable to do much of anything in the second half offensively.
I told you already on this broadcast, I go back to it. They could not capitalize on some of those turnovers, Jordan. And when they couldn't capitalize on some of those turnovers and some of the punts and some of the field position, they cost themselves at least 2 touchdowns. It was supposed to be at least 28 points. And Salem Hill has come out and swing very hard. They threw a bunch of uppercuts at Timpanogos, and they weren't ready for it. Timpanogos thinks they can keep going back with a jab, with a jab, with a step back, with a jab, and it has not worked out for them. And Salem Hill has figured out how to work with it, and I'm very, very impressed with this. Timpanogos has just been completely shut out. I've never seen this big of a turnaround in a while.
So they will kick it off from the 40.
To go from scoring 14-3 in one half to just basically 27-0 in 2 quarters. Just wow.
Incredible. Dinkins boots it to the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Well, that goes into the end zone.
That's a weird rule in high school football. Their last 2 kickoffs that they had on this side, they got it right on that line of scrimmage of the end zone, but they were able to take it out. But if you have both feet on that line, it's considered a touchback. I don't write the rules, but someone needs to text me and explain that to me.
Sponsor of Salem Hills.
I don't have an answer for you. I'm going to be totally honest with you. So ball at the 20. They're going to send out.
Then again, in the NFL, they give them like 10 yards to do that too.
Yeah. Shotgun for Hillstead. Back to pass. Trying to get anything going. Late in the game. Lofts one down the left side or the middle of the field, and it is picked off at the 45. Back to the 50. Again, who was it? It was Peyton Higginson this time coming up with it, and that should just about do it here at Salem Hills.
That absolutely does it. That's a game over. Just run the ball a few times, let the clock run. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I'm stunned, Jordan. This is amazing. This is an amazing comeback as we get a fly over our heads at the same time.
Yeah, so we got a helicopter up there. Partner, you on the lamp? They got the spotlight out.
You know, they're looking for that Timpanogos offense. They're wondering where it went. You know, if you keep searching, let us know because we're sending out an APB for it as well.
Well done. Well done. Ball at the 47. Under center. Nelson takes the snap, trips, gives the ball to the back, trying to cut it back inside, but it's going to be knocked down after a gain, maybe a 3.
It's brought down by number 52, Drew Peterson.
I mean, there really isn't much
No,
more to say, Martin. Credit Salem Hills, just did a terrific comeback, and they have absolutely dominated this half and ultimately the game.
And even more than that, Jordan, they have put not only enough doubt in Timpanogos' mind that they can't come back in this game, they put enough doubt in them that they're going to have to practice harder this week because Timpanogos has 1 extra game next week. And Salem Hill is done after tonight. So one team is going to prepare for the playoffs. Another team is going to get a chewing and going to have to figure out how to get better after this.
Nelson gives it to the back. He's going to work his way up to the 35-yard line. Good enough for a first down. And you're right, Salem Hills will get over 500 overall, 5-4 on the year. They will get back to 500, 3-3 in region play. Meanwhile, Timpanogos is going to fall to 6-3 and 3-2. And they may not get that bye in the playoffs now. We'll see how it all shakes out.
And that's very big considering that mostly everybody makes the playoffs. Of course, there's some regions that say everybody goes, but you know, if you can get to 5-4 as a football team in high school, you achieve the goal of being above 500.
First and 10. Another handoff up the middle. He gets stuffed right there at the 35.
There we go, 2 minutes.
Yep, and the clock will tick under 2 minutes to play.
And I got to give the Timpanogos fans very much credit. Most teams or most fan bases would head towards the cars, would wait for their kids and say, hey, come on, let's go. We'll be in the car, you know, walk over. But not these fans. They're sticking around watching this to the very end. Got to give them credit for that. I would be in my car. I'd be chilling. I'm sorry, I would be.
Yeah, some hardy Timpanogos fans over there, parents on the other sideline. Well, they'll get it together, so they'll regroup after this week. They're a good football team. They just didn't play well here in the second half. Another handoff up the middle, going to work his way down to the 26-yard line, and the group still pushing him forward inside the 25.
I can tell you this, it's not going to be a fun half an hour bus ride back to Orem, Utah for Timpanogos. It's going to be a very quiet bus ride.
I'll tell you right now, our defensive player of the game, brought to you by Defense Drinks, is number 37, Tate Allred for Salem Hills. Had the pick 6 and just looked tremendous tonight.
And that opened up the game because we were already talking about how Salem Hill came back and they had all the momentum starting to go into their corner and they were starting to get this game under control. And for them just to top it off with Allred's interception into the end zone to make sure even they're safe of a win, he's come back. Amazing play by Allred, running, receiving, and intercepting that ball. Shout out to him. Very impressive game by Tyler Allred. So Tate Allred, I apologize.
Tate Allred, the senior on senior night. What a performance, and it's victory formation right here for Salem Hills with 58 seconds to play. They will take the snap, kneel it down. As always, Defense Drinks, a collagen-based formula, no added sugars, high electrolyte content, no caffeine. Get 20% off your order using code ESPN960 at DefenseDrinks.com. As always, they'll take another knee here to end it out. We appreciate all our sponsors, E3 Energy Cubes, Postnet presented by, and of course this game presented by Intermountain Bobcat. Another kneel down, and that should do it.
I will do it.
Wow. Salem Hills scored 27 unanswered to beat Timpanogos 30-14.
On senior night, get a second half shutout versus a very high tempo, fast offense versus Timpanogos. Very impressive comeback for Salem Hill. Only down by 11 at half to come back to score 27 unanswered. Very, very impressive by the Skyhawks. This will be a very big momentum win for them to go into playoffs, as Timpanogos will have one extra week, and they'll see whether they can get the 10th win of the season next week.
Well, for my broadcast partner, Barton Kelly, and our colleague, Bryce Larson, I also appreciate Zach back at the studio. I am Jordan Vianucci saying good night from Salem Hills, where the Skyhawks beat Timpanogos 30-14.
Piece by dance, make it hurt.